Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Borderline Hooligans podcast. To the right of me, I have Brennan.
Ahoy, ahoy.
To the right of him is Savannah.
Hello.
To the right of her is Brady.
Present.
And to the right of him is Alex.
Ooga booga, motherfuckers.
My name is Aaron, and welcome back to the Mother Podcast.
You can find us on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok as BL Hooligans. You can find us on Twitch, YouTube, Spotify, and many other, by many, I mean like 2 other podcast platforms. It's Borderline Hooligans. And as always, if you're curious, we're on a social media page. Please just look up Borderline Hooligans. It's not hard. I'm sure you can find us. Make it very simple to find people.
That is BS.
Hey, it's Frito.
It's a Frito chip, dog.
We don't make near much.
We don't make any money off this
And that's why we're
podcast.
still
So
making
nice
mistakes
shit.
and having ourselves muted.
We've been doing this for over a year, by the way.
And we're still kicking. Like you said, Brady,
How many?
95% of podcasts don't make it to the first, 18th?
I'll
I
repost
can't remember what
this.
that statistic is.
I'll
There is-
repost this.
5%
Hell
of 5% of podcasts don't make it past episode 10.
Okay.
The only 5% of that number make it past episode 20.
Where we're
We're past
2% of that number make it past episode 50. We're in between 20 and 50 right now. This is episode 38.
Let's go.
So this is probably
Congrats,
where the trains
guys.
start coming off the tracks.
All right, so now that we have our technical difficulties worked out, maybe we should introduce our guests.
Allow myself to introduce.
Myself.
So, regular podcast listeners have either know or have heard from the podcast about DW and Chew.
Yep.
You should have done the Herald voice.
Yep.
There we go. That sounds so much better in the ears.
So do you guys just want to start digging into it, or do you want to go on a little bit about yourself?
Oh no, the knuckle crack.
All right, that's good to hear. How about we continue?
So at work the other day,
So I had this lotion, right? And I was downstairs with my dog, and he ate the lotion. Now, I'm not sure who you call for that, but it's still currently, it's in his stomach right now. Like, right before I left, he ate it. Like,
Shit.
That's a true story.
no, it's true. Milo might die.
Milo is insane. We were just over there on
He's
Saturday,
on the spectrum.
and Milo is confirmed on the
So
spectrum.
I'm not
He's-
So
he is a ball of energy. I've never
Well,
seen
I'm
a dog
hearing-
or any organism with the amount of energy that Milo has.
So what I'm hearing is that your dog ate lotion, and the way you fixed it was just to leave.
Hell, it's not my problem.
I thought
Podcast needed.
I thought this was a setup for a joke.
so did I.
It's priorities. Priorities. I had to go.
I honestly thought that with the voice you had, you go, so I had this lotion. I brought it downstairs.
That's what you sound
And
like
my
a setup
dog
for a
was
joke.
there, and I needed to get off.
That sounded like some real stand-up comedy shit coming up.
Right.
Yeah.
And then he just goes, "No, this was a true story."
This is
that happened."
real life, brothers. This is real life.
This is happening right now.
But he is on the spectrum.
First time I ever met Milo, I was sitting on the floor and he pissed on my leg, all over my Levi's jeans.
And when you tell him to sit, like, he has to, like, put it in reverse. Like, he has to, like, back up. Like, he can't just...
Sit down. It needs to backpedal.
Yeah.
And recently got this golf cart mixed with the Ranger thing, right? And the
A
other
Granger.
day- yeah, the Granger. And Saturday, Milo was just trying to like destroy this Granger and race it and bite its tires. And then, of course, at one point, Milo jump cuts in front of it and it goes over his back paw.
Holy shit.
He was back in action like 4 minutes later.
He always fakes it.
Dude's a stud.
No,
He is a faker. We said he's like the girl in high school who wore the knee brace before you.
Oh man.
Oh no!
Shit.
Oh no!
That's so funny because we had one in our grade in high school.
Everybody had one. They have Osgood slaughters.
God
You
damn
don't.
it.
You live it on.
No, it's the disease name.
It is his?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, it actually is.
I thought
the
he just
disease
name
name.
dropped. I'm like, God damn it. You're giving me fucking work. We're
Well, now that you've mentioned it,
Thousands of people are
now that you've hit it around at it, I think they kind of get the idea.
Okay.
But they
Well,
wouldn't
I
have it.
didn't
You
know.
wouldn't have.
You act like I have a doctorate or something.
It'd
Jeez,
be okay.
Who in this room has not heard of Osgood Slaughter?
I haven't.
Pretty much everyone that was in track had that at least once.
Okay, well, I was in track for a year.
It sounds like a murderer from Osgood. Like,
It's slaughter.
The first time I heard it was
Slaughter.
in fourth grade, and I was like, "Is this like a term that originated at?"
Shit, now we gotta.
Slaughterers.
All right, now we gotta.
Now we really
That's
have
what
to. It's okay. We do it ourselves as well. I think last.
Why do you think this paper is literally covered?
Hey,
I
Alex.
think last episode.
Okay.
I just want you to know, Alex, this is going to be an editing nightmare for you.
I know it is.
I'm pretty
was
sure
just-
last episode is the first episode in probably at least 10 of them that we didn't name drop. Like it's
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
so
really common to have at least one or two.
yes.
So this
So
episode's
that's
gonna
our
be
last
awful.
one.
Yeah.
And it's good not to like. I'm trying not to talk over anybody, but
Well, that happens all the time, so. When we get into it, it's really hard not to, especially with this number of people. I mean, we do it all the time with 4 or 5, so it's going to be very hard with 6 once we start like getting excited or something like that.
We always have this
Oh,
running
geez.
joke that on one of these episodes we're just gonna start like reading out Alex's address. And then he'll have to edit it out and we could say it repeatedly, so he either has to edit it or leave it. It's one or the other.
2.
Or
Exact
here's an
latitude,
idea.
longitude.
I scrapped the episode and just record a. Yeah, sorry about this week's episodes, guys. They kept name dropping me and my address. So peace out. Have fun this week.
And then 2 hours of silence like last week.
Yeah, I'll literally just cut that and just put it on the end of this.
Put 2 hours of silence in.
Still meet our numbers then. Yee.
So, we had a Mexican drywall crew at our job site the other day, and they were just blaring this fucking mariachi music as loud as they can. And I walk out there, and I'm really hoping you remember this from Spanish class. I was like, "You guys know any chino y nacho?" And I'm pretty sure the guy called me a faggot cunt in Spanish. And then he started playing chino y nacho.
No! That's the first half, not gonna lie.
I would ask me puedo ir al baño.
Hold that song just for no.
Like, he just shook his head, turned around, and be like, "Ah, fucking white people."
I should have asked him to play Desperado.
The gringos.
And then the really old guy came out and he asked me for a broom. And so I gave him a broom and he's like, "Yes, friend." I'm like, "I guess we're best fucking friends now. If we're going to be like this, you know?"
They don't know what else word, like other words to use for like thanks. They're just like, yes, friend.
No, this guy tried giving me his life story and I don't speak a lick of fucking Spanish. And this guy doesn't know English for shit either.
So then at the end,
Where's
you
the
just
SAP
like,
button?
"The end."
Like,
He's like sitting there telling his life story. You go bien. He breaks down crying, and he's like actually talking about how his daughter committed suicide or something.
Holy shit.
no, but like when he came up to me to ask me for a broom, he called it a broom.
It's like some of the truck drivers me and DW see on a day-to-day basis where they don't speak English. Like I had a guy who didn't know what a scale was. Drives a semi commercially. Didn't know what scale, the word scale meant. When I finally got him to the scale, he goes, "Ah, wait."
Fucking wait.
Wait, hold up. He was really confused. I kept telling him where to go and like describing. I'm like, just follow my lead. Like, I'll get you there.
God.
wait.
Wait.
That's what I like. I don't like to say I'm fat. I just say I am weight.
I am weight. It's like I am speed. I am weight.
I like how Mexican people, like you said, he called it a room. I like how they add an unnecessary E in front of like words that start with an S. Like, Steven. Or Starbucks.
He's good. He's right. He's totally right.
Home Depot.
Home Depot, Guamar.
We're definitely getting a strike on YouTube if anybody listens to this.
Let's spend 15 minutes of the first part of the episode shitting on Mexicans. Yeah, that's a great idea.
We get banned on
Celebrating
YouTube.
them.
Yeah, celebrating.
Celebrating them.
Brave and beautiful Mexicans.
Beautiful Mexicans are like Lizzo now. Brave and beautiful. Fuck, we are screwed on
Just
YouTube.
laying into
Oh,
it
we
now.
are. As soon as someone who remotely cares about culture finds us on YouTube, we are fucking off YouTube.
Hey, what was our grand total on views for the last video we did?
Four?
On YouTube?
Like four views?
Four.
Oh, yeah.
All it takes is one.
That's true. I actually have a would you rather for all of you guys.
Oh no.
fuck.
Oh no.
No.
Yes.
I don't know if we've done this one before or not, but would you rather have a penis for a nose or a vagina for a mouth?
I thought it was gonna be something like.
Well, no, I have an extension on this. I was gonna be like, what?
I thought it was gonna be like, would you rather give up tater tots or give up fish sticks?
One of
And
them
you
is
come out
kinda
with
fishy, I
penis
guess.
nose.
Penis nose all the way.
Okay, what are my options here?
You get a penis. It's like it functions like a mouth or a nose.
I didn't even hear the two options. I just stopped listening at penis.
A penis for a nose. So your nose is just shaped like a penis, but it functions like a nose.
Okay.
Or a vagina for a mouth.
No, is
So
it
does your-
vertical or horizontal?
Oh, it's vertical. It's a vagina.
So does your
Vertical.
so does your mouth still function like a regular mouth
Do
though?
I have
You can
teeth,
still
or do I have now like a cervix?
I don't know how to describe it more than that. Because it is a vagina, and vaginas don't typically have teeth unless you're into some really freaky
something
girls.
about the image of vagina with teeth all of a sudden is not.
Yeah, I didn't want to think about it, but thanks, DW.
Oh, we thought about
Give
it.
me wiener nose.
I would have to go with that as well.
Yeah, Squidward.
That nose cum about to be lit.
When you sneeze.
I was about to bring up. It's like, just imagine like sneezing with that thing, gets fully erect, or sniffing out a good baked pie or something, just standing straight up.
Okay, so now we have lore about how these things actually function. This is just going down a rabbit hole. I
Like,
get
it's
not
like
like
hard
it.
to smell.
1900s cartoons whenever they see a pie in a windowsill. And it's-
Just see the nose start going towards the pie.
It's just like slapping you on the side of the face.
I got some Pinocchio shit here now.
You just hope you don't, sleep with your mouth open and, just.
Accidentally bite it.
Oh,
It's like a carrot.
You just gave a new definition to the fucking nose job right there.
Oh god.
Talk like a villager off Minecraft.
We were just talking about that last
Last week we actually were making sounds from Minecraft.
No, he made a laugh, and it sounded exactly like the witch from Minecraft.
I did. So then we started doing the oh and all those kind of things.
I still have a real play.
Do tell them about your.
My
all
world.
the stuff
We
you
started
did
it last winter. I don't know. There's not much we haven't done. We've made like every automated machine and
They
shit.
made a whole mail system, and he could walk to the corner of his house, fill it with whatever supplies he wanted, type in a code somehow, and ship it to his friend's house.
Oh, you got command blocks?
No, it was all redstone.
All redstone.
Yep.
Flying machines?
I haven't built any flying machines now,
Okay.
but it's all rail. I ended up taking it down because it was kind of an eyesore. It was just you had to run 5 wires because it was 5 houses.
Yeah.
So, like
Yeah, I can see that getting insane, especially in default Minecraft.
but it was fun. I love redstone.
I get really into like modded automation, like that sort of stuff, like computer
Mhm.
craft, build craft. I started getting into create, all that sort of stuff. Ender IO. I don't know
Yeah.
if you know any of those at all.
Oh, I used to be a crafter. Like Captain Sparkles. That was every Thursday night, baby.
Ah, what was his name?
Camp Venom.
No, the gold minecart. Dan,
Dan.
whatever his name was, but he's like Dan, the golden minecart guy. He did mod reviews every single week for Minecraft.
Oh, I didn't do many mods though. But
Oh, that was Dogs Cast. I'm sure you've heard of them
Yeah.
if you're into Minecraft at all.
I was a big fan.
Skyblock.
Yeah.
Oh.
I remember you showed me Skyblock at my house.
Dude, yeah. We would find that shit, bro. One of the funniest Minecraft stories. I was playing with my brother, and he was like, I'm gonna go mining with TNT. And I was like, okay. And he gets down into this mine, and he's like, I don't know how to light it, Matt. Like, can you come down? I go down. I'm winding through all this shit, like left, right, up, down, like total noob. Get there, light it, explodes. These items start raining down. He made me blow up my own house. Dug on my house and then pretended like he didn't know how to light it. He made me blow up my own shit.
That is amazing.
He's like
actually.
26 years old, and he'll still tell me this story, and he's lose this shit laughing.
Memories.
Oh shit.
That's solid. I like that.
You enjoy the nut button?
I do.
I've only ever seen it on the meme.
No, I bought that to annoy the crap out of my online friends at one point.
You can use it too.
That's
The
crazy.
microphone's on the bottom of
Wild.
the speaker.
Oh, DW.
Follow me.
Let's say
Yeah.
you want to
Like,
angle your
you-
microphone.
You want
I got
to
it.
have like the flat part towards you for the mic. I know it seems weird.
No way.
Yeah, that's where it picks up.
Actually, it sounds like he's coming along.
He's coming
Pretty well,
out
though.
fine. I haven't noticed any difference, but
Maybe it's better this way.
it's not. Trust me.
It's not.
It's just a
We're,
microphone, Derek. You don't have to look too far into it.
Yeah.
Mentioning the Minecraft sounds earlier, that game that you made that we were talking about before the podcast, you made all your own sounds for it.
Yes.
I remember some of the sounds when you kill a cow. You had way too much fun with that
Pulled it
microphone
out.
in that
I
class.
pulling
it
still
out.
program to this day because of that class.
I loved Scratch.
Oh, I did too. If you ever want to get into programming, like,
Oh, I've already gotten knee deep into Scratch, and I want to get into Python and C++, and then figure out.
do it. I'm primarily JavaScript because I'm like a web dev, but I
Okay.
still have to make the back end too. It is just so fun. I just love my job. It's awesome. But let's get these
You also got to remember this is an audio product, so try not to show too much visual things.
yeah, I was just gonna get this sound effect, but it's not loaded. Well, we'll wait on that.
Okay.
The killing the cow sound effect. I don't remember exactly what it sounds
don't
like, but I
either.
remember
Oh, wait,
laughing.
is it-
Here we go. Here we go.
Oh
Oh
jeez.
gosh. Oh, that's the sword. How do we go? Oh. You kill the cows,
He made all this sound himself.
and then if you press
21 Savage is coming.
Oh man.
and then you gotta dodge the bullets. Hold up. You gotta duck down. And then if you press 21, I'm pretty sure at any time.
All right, now I gotta cut that.
I didn't play enough of it. He didn't play all of it. We're
All
good.
right, hold on. Let's just break that down for our audio.
Isn't there a way you can look that up to be able to play it?
Oh yeah, we could drop the link in this.
If you want me to put it in the description, just send it to me.
Yeah,
So-
sure. I don't care.
You have a sword. You kill a cow. 21 Savage rolls up, starts shooting at you. You have to duck him. And then if you press 21, 21 Savage song starts playing.
Keep
Yeah,
in
he
mind,
pulls up on his car. He like clones himself.
when he started this, what he said what he was gonna do is just recreate Minecraft, and then it evolved into that.
I got like the sword mechanics and the cows. And then
You spent so long just playing with the 21 Savage part. I remember
Whenever he
listening
rolls
to
in.
that little clip of that song over and over and over again because your computer was like right next to mine.
It's hilarious how it goes from you're on a farm in the Stone Ages killing 2 cows with a sword, and then it just goes 21 Savage is coming. You got shot, and I read the little quote bubble from 21 Savage that said, "You die, sucker."
I also remember you just grabbing the mic with your hand, leaning into it, back repeatedly.
I forgot to do the dying noise. Oh wait, did it show when he?
I don't think
I don't think it
you
did.
heard the cow dying noise.
But it's so frustrating because it's actually hard because you have to jump over his bullets and duck. Like, it takes me like a good 20 tries to get it. I made the game, but if you get mauled by a cow, I think I screamed into a mic.
It's
You have to restart the whole game if you want to restart.
Let's hear it. Let's hear it.
Volume up, probably.
Oh yeah. Go. So the cows come in. They're deadly.
You like, I think you kept clicking a button and like replaying that sound over and over again because you thought it was the funniest thing.
oh, we have Brady's AA
Brady, do you
meeting.
want an alcoholic beverage?
Yeah,
You
sure.
know what? I'm out too.
I'm
Well,
pretty sure.
Brady doesn't typically drink, but we force him to try a drink most episodes.
Brady,
Oh,
what
nice.
you got there for our audience that cannot see it?
I have simply spiked strawberry peach.
Woo! Venturing into new waters. Alcoholic waters.
These are pretty good. For sure.
They are.
I haven't had
Mm.
one in a while.
It gives me like alcohol mixed with carbonated water vibes.
It's a seltzer, isn't it?
It's okay.
It's like a lemonade.
It's not the worst thing ever. It's definitely not.
Alrighty, Brady. Then where do you rank it?
So this is. I actually have a list here. Yes. This is everything I've ever
Spreadsheet.
tried.
Can we please title this spreadsheet?
Pass that back down or whoever.
I can't believe you don't have a title for this.
It's untitled spreadsheet, okay?
You know what? Let's keep it untitled spreadsheet. We know what this is.
Yeah, no one else needs to know what it is.
Some, yeah, if someone would hack Alex's computer, be like, "What the fuck is this list?" Like these guys party hard, I guess.
I'm gonna say directly above Twisted Tea. So between 3 and 4.
Between 3 and 4.
Okay, Brady, crane
Yeah.
apple.
I
Screwball.
they want to read it, so
Well, you
Captain
got Screwball
Coke
at your
is-
number one. I respect.
I haven't tried very many liquors,
Pretty low.
He's by no means consistent.
no.
we
We'll
keep
have.
I don't know different types of alcohols even. I'm completely new to this whole thing. They just
strawberry?
made me do
strawberry.
this.
We forced him to try it.
There we go. I like how Crown Apple and Ski is still the top.
Depends on how you mix it too, probably, but
No, that's a pretty safe bet.
What's ski?
It's my uncle owns some property down in Southern Ohio, and it's basically like a Mountain Dew / 7-Up that they have down there.
An actual like branded thing.
Yeah,
it's a brand of pop.
look up
Oh.
SKI on your phone. You'll find, or if you look up Ski Pop or Ski Soda, you will find it will be like a green can, and it'll say in like old like 90s font SKI on it. And
Radical, dude.
It'll be a
That is
citrus.
rad.
It's honestly one of my favorite sodas or pops, whatever you want to say with it. But I think it's only because I only get to have it so often instead of having it all the time. Like,
it's
Mountain Dew get
definitely
old.
yeah,
it's definitely pop. We live in Ohio.
Real lemon, real good.
The slogan.
no, I told him if he ever wants to get drunk, I will drive all the way down there to pick up a 24 rack of it and drive back so that way you can have his number one drink.
E.
I gotta skid this ski, guys.
Let's get those ski.
I can't do that delay. I gotta put one.
Yeah, I had to.
Yeah,
I would
none
love
of
to
us
have
can.
both headphones on at all times, but I cannot.
The worst part about it is that it progressively gets worse as the episode goes on.
It doesn't help that we have this open as well, though. You should probably close the
Yeah,
spreadsheet.
I should probably close that.
The more
Yeah.
things, it just.
It just delays it because of software and compiling, and because right now it is not storing any of this audio currently. It is still compiling its file. So as it compiles more, there's more that's loaded technically.
In the RAM.
Yeah. Granted, it still doesn't take up much RAM, but still, the more you use, the more delay you get.
Alex should just buy a better PC. We do this a lot.
Wait, what?
No, you don't do the better PC. This is like top of the line server PCs. This, honestly, you can't get much better than this without spending like $5,000.
And your problem is.
Give me $5,000 and I'll go build a better PC.
Alex, you own a house. You can afford a new computer.
What kind of graphics card you got in there?
Oh, the shittiest one because this is my server PC.
Gotcha.
This I have. I'll show you later. But you saw Sav in there. She was playing on. That's my gaming PC. I have a 1066 Super in there. I want to upgrade
Nice.
to a 14 or 4080 Ti at some point. But I also need to upgrade my CPU, my RAM, and possibly my motherboard. So at that point, I might as well just build from the ground up.
Yeah.
This is like fucking Spanish to me. I have no idea
I
what
was
he's
just
talking
gonna
about.
say, when you get the RAM.
Eh?
¿Qué pasó?
¿Qué pasó?
Dedicated
There's
wham.
dude, I've had Lego sets that are harder to put together.
Yeah, these stuff is simple to put together. It's just like, does this talk to this? Yes, it does. Okay, cool. Put together.
Yeah,
You,
and you can
you
do
of
it
course,
online.
you would say that though.
So there's literally a website called like PC Builder.
I've
PC
been
part
on it.
picker. It
Yeah,
literally tells you if it's compatible or not. You go in there, and if it says this part and this part is not compatible, well, which one do you want more? And you swap out the other one.
Well, darn.
I've been on there.
After that, it is plug and play and make sure you don't fry your board or bend pins.
I got a used 3090 from a miner, and it's in perfect condition. Dude
Oh, you got
didn't know what he
lucky.
had.
You got
I
lucky.
had no idea what he had. Got it for I think 200.
You got excessively lucky, especially if that thing works at.
Oh, it threads. It's awesome.
Okay, when you say miner, do you mean cryptocurrency miner or
Or like not 18.
Jeez, you got lucky as hell.
He used it for 1 month, and then that's when so
The 4060 came out.
well yes, but also what the hell dropped or what crashed? It was that big coin with Samuel.
Dogecoin.
Oh no,
it
you're
was
talking
a
about
trading market.
you're talking about Bankman
Dogecoin was a
Fried.
real thing. It crashed.
No, he's talking about that Sam Bankman Fried. Whenever
Sam
that
Oh,
happened.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
FT.
I don't know.
FTX. Yeah.
It was right after that happened, and he was just wanted out of it. He was just a rich guy.
He's just like, I'm done.
Yeah.
Damn, you got lucky, dude. You got really fucking lucky, especially from getting that from a miner and then it's still in good condition.
With the 1200 platinum power supply, and
I hope somebody else is
I
with
have-
me on this. When he said minor, I thought he was talking about someone under the age of 18.
Yeah,
Well,
Well,
me
that's
too.
why I had
Me
to
too.
confirm because
I totally scammed a minor. He was 12.
Because
Get
they're
wrecked, kid.
I know I've talked to you guys about this before. I don't know if I talked to DW, and I'm sure you've heard of it. But there was actually a kid that decided he was going to make a YouTube channel about building PCs, and so he looked up literally the first video on how to build a PC. What he didn't realize in the video's title, it was how to build a PC in all the wrong ways. At the end of it,
I was just about to fucking talk about this because the
Yeah.
guy's fucking bending pins and then you can read the
Yeah.
fucking comments and be like, my son's PC's ruined because of this.
Yeah, there was actually a kid that made a YouTube channel, and he went, "Now I'm going to bend the pins." And then when he wouldn't go in, he still posted the video. There's him yelling at his mom on the video too. I don't know if the video is still up.
I've
Him
seen
yell-
clips
and then
of
his
it.
mom tried to sue them when it says literally in the title, "How to build a PC in all the wrong ways."
bending the CPU pin.
I've
He literally
seen
takes a
clips of
flathead
this.
screwdriver and goes, "Now I'm going to bend the pins," and just scrapes all the pins.
I'm pretty sure I've seen a clip of it on TikTok, like just that particular spot where he's just like, now I'm gonna bend the pins and just fucking starts digging into it. And all the comments were like, you gotta be fucking kidding me.
Like somebody wanted that CPU. I do have an extra 5700 XT.
No, that's all right. I think I got a 39 in there. I got a 59 in here. And I'm going to upgrade to probably one of the 97s or the 79s whenever I build my next one.
Donde está la leche?
Don't do-
There's like 5 pieces. There's 5 pieces.
There's 5 pieces in that whole thing.
Yeah, there's definitely more than 5 pieces in there.
The basic building blocks of any PC: motherboard, CPU. Depending on the CPU and motherboard you get, if they have onboard graphics, you don't need a GPU at all. A lot of gamers use it because better graphic quality can run more faster. And RAM, power supply, storage.
That's literally what 6 or
Five.
5.
5 things.
Damn.
And you literally
CPU,
click it.
motherboard, and it's plug and play. And it's literally, it just comes down to, can they talk to each other? And a lot of this stuff, you can, if you have, granted this is getting really fancy, if you have a certain motherboard that you absolutely love to use, you can go on another computer, download a different BIOS for that motherboard to make it talk to everything else, as long as it has supports they can plug it into. You can do all sorts of shit.
So it's only got 5 pieces in it, but they still want $1,500 of my money just
Yeah,
to buy it.
But that computer would cost double what you could build it for.
Yes, to buy it.
You could literally resell it if you wanted to, which then you have to worry about the seller being like, "Oh, this is broke," blah blah blah.
Yeah.
So I never got into it, but
No, I will. I'm willing to do custom builds for people that I know.
right.
That is about it.
He's looking at me. I knew it. He
been
wants me to
trying
build a
for
PC
years.
so bad.
I've been trying for years.
It's nice to have.
And then I talked about how I like can't spend the money on it, and then like
You'll go
a
spend
month
$1,500 on a fucking gun.
I spent $1,700 on one pistol.
Gosh, you could have had literally that
plus a better graphics card.
Yeah, plus
Yeah.
You could have had a bomb-ass computer with some good graphics, and you could play your long drive on it for hours on end and never run
Think
into
of
a
the
single issue.
platypus.
But what if a pack of 30 to 50 wild boars showed up in Brady's backyard?
He could use one of his 20 other guns.
Okay, but time out. The guns that Brady buys, they're all 22, so they ain't gonna do fucking
Not all
shit
of
to a
them.
pack
What
of
if
wild
he has
boars.
not if he has 22s?
22.
Yeah.
I can't wait until that happens.
They're
It's
all
going to.
They're all single shot 22s.
I'm just gonna get a Snapchat and look at this motherfucker.
I'm gonna have to count them
I
right now
told
just to
you.
see how
I told
close
you
I am.
so.
They called me a madman.
I would guarantee at least 10 22s at this point.
They call me 22 Brady.
Why is that? I have 22 22s. I can't buy any more, and I can't sell any.
The perfect number.
So when you get to 22, we build you a PC.
Probably, to be
I already-
honest, he probably already has over 22.
No, I don't think so.
No?
I don't know the numbers, so you know.
That's a possibility.
It's at least 10.
When I build my
Okay.
PC, he's going to buy that one, just no storage, so you just have to buy storage for it.
But do you have SSD or hard drive in there?
I have one 2 GB SSD, a gigabyte hard drive, and an 8 GB hard drive. So I have 11, not gigabyte, terabytes, sorry. So I have 11 terabytes of storage on that computer.
That sounds big.
That's
I didn't know you were this into computers.
oh, dude. No one ever sees it because whenever people see me out in public, I'm being, party hard redneck Alex.
I was
not-
just gonna say redneck, yeah.
I'm being redneck Alex. I'm not being gamer nerd Alex, weeb Alex sort of thing. So
Nobody said weeb until he mentioned it.
no, but you know exactly what I'm saying.
Look at his
Self-identifies.
cat ears. I mean, for heaven's sake.
Okay. A couple months ago, my buddy, he gets in the car and he's like, "Yo, do you want some ice cream?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure." And he goes, "Okay, what flavor do you want?" And I said, "Chocolate." He gets in the back of the car. I'm pretty sure Chu was driving. Chu was driving.
But I was there.
Okay. Hands me it. And it tasted pretty foul. And I didn't know what it was. And it was like vanilla colored. And I was like, "Yo, what flavor is this?" And he's like, they didn't have any chocolate. So I just took their mystery flavor. They said they had like a mystery of the month flavor. Well, I'm just hounding this ice cream. And I'm halfway down the cone. And he's like, "Hey, that's ranch flavored ice cream." Before he even told me that, he's like, "How's it taste?" And I said, "I'm gonna be honest, it tastes like socks." And I kept eating it, and I was just pounding it. And he told me it was ranch, and I instantly tasted it on my tongue, threw it out the window. But that brings me to this question: would you rather have every ice cream you eat from here on out taste like condiments, like ranch, mustard, ketchup, or every condiment you use is the same consistency? So ketchup would still have the texture of ketchup, but it would just be like chocolate flavored or Neapolitan ketchup,
Ketchup.
Rocky Road mustard.
So here's a question for you.
Mhm.
If I do the condiment flavored ice cream, can I put like things in my ice cream?
Like hot dogs?
Like pickles?
Ketchup flavored. Wait a minute. Ketchup flavored ice cream with hot dogs sounds fire.
No!
That sounds awful.
Pickle ice cream.
Wait, with cold hot dogs or warm hot dogs?
Oh, I forgot about it. We gotta talk about this. I'm sure we've mentioned it. But this
Like a
guy over
skin
here,
crawl.
DW, will not eat cold meat of any
I
type.
refuse. Or cold cheese. I
Tell my,
refuse.
Derek. Tell my.
When I was a little
When you were a little crotch goblin.
when I was a little guy at my grandma's house is where I used to get babysat. My cousins were there at the same time as me. They would go in my grandma's fridge. I watched it happen more than once. They would grab out the Eckrich pack of hot dogs and they would slice it open and eat them cold. And when it was done, they would drink the cold juice out of the
okay,
Eckrich
that's
hot
disgusting.
dog pack.
That part's too far.
That's
I've never seen a charcuterie board that looked remotely appetizing. Every Easter or Christmas, I walk straight past it. I don't even think about the crackers.
You
that
don't
are
even
sitting
think
on
about the freaking summer sausage on that thing.
I sprint past it. It's
It's
cold.
It's a childhood trauma.
It
like
is.
the brain
Just the
is
texture.
crazy.
I can't even do it.
Brady has the same thing with
What if I
carrots.
cook up some summer sausage?
What if I threw out a slice of bologna in
Like-
the driveway and let the sun bake on that? Will you eat that?
The sun. That, is it a 65-degree day or
Nature's
a
grill.
98
Oh, it's hot as
degree day?
hell.
The
Okay.
sun, nature's grill.
You're getting swamp bass
Nature's
just
grill.
sitting there.
Okay. What slice of meat is it? If it's bologna, I'm out completely.
Summer sausage.
You won't even eat cooked bologna?
No.
No?
See, I could take cold like turkey and so let's say I'm making an omelet and there's like cold turkey. It pains me to do, but I will reach in like with 2 fingers, like you know how Squidward
hamburgers?
you know how Squidward like ate his first Krabby Patty like with the hair on his
The
teeth.
edge of his
That's
teeth.
what I do with my fingers, and I pluck out this cold turkey and I move it straight to the hot stove and I get it hot and I make sure that it's under the eggs for a while. That way there is no sensation of cold meat. And then once it's warm, I'll throw it on whatever I'm eating the omelet with, per se.
So will you eat a warm hot dog then?
Yeah. Like straight off the grill, I will
That
throw
wasn't
down.
any different
Actually,
than
last
bologna.
4th of July,
Okay.
last 4th of July, I ate 6 hot dogs.
Wait,
okay,
no,
brats.
question. You refuse to eat bologna, period.
Correct.
Bologna and hot dogs are made the exact same
I
way.
know.
One's a patty and one's just a dog.
Right. And the patty just freaks me out.
Okay, so I got a question for you then. So that means you don't like cold pizza then?
Exactly.
Okay.
Oh, you're a monster.
Missing
Okay.
out.
The only,
Can I get that
pretty
meat,
much
please?
the only food
Can I
I'll
get a
eat
Budweiser?
cold is fruit and drinks.
Just the other day, I'm pretty sure I asked you at work what you thought of spam.
Oh my!
And then
I
he
started
randomly looks at me and goes,
gagging on
he was like, wait, are you talking about cooked spam? I was like, oh yeah, I forgot. Fuck.
I started gagging on site.
How much would somebody have to pay you to eat just a little cube of uncooked spam straight out of the can?
I've gotten this question so many times.
Really?
Literally. Not just spam. Like, how much money would it cost?
Well, the thing is, spam is like one of the more disgusting looking and textured
Right.
ones straight out of the
straight
can.
out of the can, it looks like cat food, like wet
It
cat
does.
food.
Hey, how about this? You know what? I'll eat sardines out of the can.
I've never tried them.
I haven't either, so I can't
haven't
say
either, I
anything.
can't.
I've never had them.
It's very off-putting because the sardines still have the eyes to them. So
Yeah.
whenever you eat them, you're eating fish eyes essentially.
Right. I was in the fishing section of Walmart the other day, and I saw a bag of like preserved shad.
Oh my god,
That's
those are
right.
gross.
It's just like big sardines, so that's what I imagine sardines as.
So here's the thing that throws me off though. For Ohio, you can't use cut bait, but then you can use shad. Like
Mhm.
isn't that like the same thing essentially?
I have no idea.
You can't use cut.
You
bait.
can't use cut bait in Ohio.
So
So
you're
if I cut
saying
up a hot
bait-
dog, that's technically illegal?
No, it's if you cut a bluegill in half.
right?
You
But
can't,
I've seen so many people do that, like,
Yeah,
including my father.
but apparently in Ohio it's against the law.
Didn't
Even
know
like
that.
minnows.
I'm guessing it's all fish. Like if
That's
you
weird.
get like if you just get caught and the ranger tells you to reel your line in, and if you only have half a bluegill on there, you better hope to God he believes you're. Oh, it was a full fish at one point.
Oh, damn.
Sorry.
Something ate it.
This perfect slice here was ate off by some kind of
Really
fish.
So
obviously.
sharp
you're telling me
teeth.
if I ever do cut bait, I just have to man up and just like strangle that fish and just
Make
tear
it
in
look
half.
like it.
You gotta make it look like a fish got to it if you're gonna use two.
You know what you got to do? You got to bite it off.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
perfect solution.
All you gotta do, have
Just
one of the
yank.
fish in your bucket do it for you.
Shove it up your butt.
Ah.
Just get a snapping turtle, have it bite off half of it for you.
You just have like this special box. You just open up the lid, hold the fish right there at the end of your line. Nap. All right.
Just let like a medium-sized snapping turtle live in your tackle box. all the time.
Anytime someone says snapping turtle, I just remember the Cards Against Humanity card of a snapping turtle biting the tip of your penis.
Oh, those things are hilarious when they get drunk. You know that?
I didn't know.
Wait.
Whoa.
Hold on. Reptiles can get drunk.
Yeah.
PETA, leave the
Chat.
chat.
You know, in Ohio, it's legal to get a fish drunk.
I remember that from like,
A book.
yeah,
It was like state's dumbest laws or
random
something.
laws like from the 6th grade.
Yeah.
It is-
That was the hottest item in the library at one point.
Yeah,
Yeah, it
dude,
was.
that in the
That-
Guinness World Records.
Yes.
That Guinness Book of World Records and the scary stories to tell
Just
at
gonna
night.
say that.
Yeah.
Or that library fair. Oh, I bought
Dude,
that
book fair.
Minecraft.
No.
The book
Oh,
fair.
I just went to the Scholastic Book Fair last year at the school of which I student taught at, right?
Okay.
And it brought me back to being 11 years old. They had so many like the stretchy hand that you could slap in your friend's face, the whole huge braided eraser that was completely useless.
I was just gonna
the
say-
Ferrari poster, the Ohio State poster, the Kobe poster.
I
They
was just
had
gonna
them.
say,
so
I
had
knew
'em.
damn well you weren't gonna buy a book.
No, one kid goes to the book fair to buy a book.
The
They go there
kid
to
that
buy
gets
bouncy
handed
balls and
$20
erasers.
and is told you can spend, as long as you buy one book, you can spend this on whatever you want. So you look
Yeah.
for the cheapest book possible.
I
This
still have
means
my
I can get 17 Xbox controller erasers.
I still have my Minecraft Redstone book. That's like
I
my
remember
Bible.
those.
Yeah.
I thought they were sweet.
They are.
I still have my Ferrari and my Lamborghini poster.
Mhm.
Still have them.
I got my Oakland Raiders and my Ohio State posters too.
The Raiders.
Yeah, out of nowhere. They
Still
called
the
me
Raider
down.
poster.
They called me down from the announcements. They picked like one kid a grade and said, "You get to come down to the Scholastic Book Fair and pick one thing of choice." And I go in and I couldn't see any Ohio State or Browns posters. So I'm like, you know what? Raiders.
The Raiders.
It looks,
All right.
it looks awesome. It's gonna look sick hanging over my
They,
bed. And then I go back in and I'm like, oh, there's the Ohio State one. So then I went in and bought it anyway.
So I actually did the same thing. I won the same thing that you did.
Mhm.
But when they did mine, it was just $10. But I think they probably changed it just because like trying to combine, well, this equals this, and like trying to find something that equals $2.30 is kind of tough.
Yep.
I think they were just like, yeah, one item. That's
Mhm.
So at that point, you find the most expensive thing that you possibly could find.
They wanted me to be like, well, this book's $10, and I was like, yeah, but I don't want this book. I want this poster and this thing. And remember the calculators that smelled like chocolate?
What?
No.
Yeah, they're shaped like a chocolate bar and they smell like chocolate.
Mm-mm. Didn't know.
Don't know those.
You don't remember those?
No.
I remember about everything else from.
You know, I'm pretty sure my brother bought a Black Ops 2 poster from the school book
Yeah.
fair.
They had Black Ops 2?
Yeah, I
they
remember
did.
that. They had
Yeah.
cool ones
Yo,
back
we
in the
used
day.
to make paper guns. Like shotgun.
That would
We
actually
used
like
to bring
spray
that into
people.
show and tell. Like, imagine if you did that today.
That's true.
Oh, you get shot on the spot.
Oh,
Ah, you get tackled.
literally, you would load it it would cock, and you would put the bullet you would fold the paper like a spring, and it would go up into the chamber, and you'd blow it out the end. It was class. She's like, oh wow, that's so cool.
You gotta bleep that.
Oh,
Second name drop. Okay.
It'll be okay.
Can we move on?
Twice.
Yeah, thanks.
We're
rookies. We're rookies.
My favorite season is spring.
I thought I smelled cabbage.
I remember though, we used to do so much shit back in school that we would not be able to do anymore. Like we would just go outside for recess and fucking pretend that we were shooting each other. Like you're just playing
Yeah.
war, you know?
Yeah.
And then didn't you say that at one point they said, "Hey, you can't act like you're shooting each other," and we said, "These are just Lego Star Wars guns."
We did that.
We
were just
said they're
like,
Lego
we're just
Star
playing
Wars
Lego
blasters.
Star Wars.
They're Lego
Not real
Star Wars
guns.
blasters. They're not real
Hashtag
guns.
fake guns.
I remember getting yelled at for playing Star Wars and like going like pretending to, like stab Brennan with a
Lightsaber.
They said, "Yeah, you can't do that shit no more."
I remember when WWE was like in its prime. We went out there. It was
07.
back when we had the old playground. We were
Right.
behind this full old playground, just fucking wailing on each other, just fucking jumping off of things.
Swanton bomb.
And one of the teachers comes around the corner, and I am like, I remember specifically, I don't remember who it was, but I am just grabbing onto the hood of somebody's
I'm in a rear
sweatshirt,
naked
just
choke.
yanking on this sweatshirt hood. And this teacher comes around and goes, "Hey, what are you guys doing?" And she's like throwing a fit. And we had to like sit down for the rest of recess, and that was the end of that. We never did it again, but for like probably 2 weeks straight,
WWE.
fucking go out there and wail on each
Royal
other.
Rumble.
We've been doing this for 2 weeks. What's the problem now?
I'm talking like damn near 20 students, like going back there just
Yeah.
fucking beating each other up.
Oh, it was a royal rumble.
How do you how do you hide 20 students at recess?
You remember how big the
The
old
playground was
was?
huge.
I mean, it
And the
covered
teachers,
so much.
okay, the teachers also never explored onto the actual
Right.
stones or
And you gotta
anything. They
think
stood
we're
on the
like 9 years
sidewalk.
old. We're easily hid.
Yeah.
When you say old playground, are you saying like the wood one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was
Oh,
full
damn.
of bees.
Like
okay.
that's 2
Yeah,
playgrounds.
you're right.
Right,
Yeah,
2
nowadays.
playgrounds ago.
That's
Think
nuts.
about that.
Did they turn the whole blacktop into a playground?
Yeah,
area?
they moved
Yeah.
the blacktop too.
And now the buses go back there.
And they extended the elementary.
And
Well, they're going to have to
community
extend
trees,
more of
too.
the elementary with how many students are going through there too.
Yeah.
Wild.
All right, next topic, so we don't name drop anything.
Good idea.
Mm-hmm. So, back to when me and Brandon were in track, and or me and we're allowed first.
Yeah,
basis.
yeah.
Let's say
You're fine.
That's where Harold was born.
yeah, that's where Harold was born. Because here, you do your Harold first.
Can we get some Harold?
Back in my day, we used to live in the coal mines. All we had to do was either stare at the wall or chip some rocks. So you better believe I chipped some rocks.
So basically, he was doing this earlier. We're like, what is the origin of this? Like, where did this actually happen? And I think I invented that during like 8th grade track because I had. Well, yours kind of sounds more just like an old man.
Yeah.
You know, like my Harold is kind of like this. You know, he was a little prospector, kind of just wandering around out west, just kind of alone in my thoughts and things like that. And then we had other characters that we added on. Like, I'm pretty sure you did a character called Abdul, who was like an Indian immigrant.
My name is Abdul. Can I interest you in some rainbow slinkies for today?
So then I think there was some time where, like, he became like my sidekick, and like he would help me mine in places.
I think Chew needs to get a job in tech support and then just has to do the voice the entire time.
Have you tried turning it on and off?
Okay, no. And then also at some point you go, okay, let me hand you over to my supervisor.
And then you are the supervisor.
And then the guy comes in and goes,
Harold
"Hello,
out."
this is Sharif." Brennan, while we're on this topic of you starting things in the 7th and 8th grade.
Oh no!
Yeah, this is a good one.
Oh no!
You, whenever we were 7th graders, and like a lot of the 8th graders had a whole like saying where it started with Brian's Texas guy.
That's like because Brian was one of them. Well, that's what I was called in school. For those of you who are unaware, but yeah, we had this whole. Oh boy!
It was like a skit.
Yeah,
A
basically.
skit, a routine. It was
It was every time
actually
you
kind
guys
of like
saw
a
each
handshake
other.
because it was every time we saw each other we had to do this thing. But yeah, I was a Texas guy. Then I'm not gonna name drop or anything, but there was a Norwegian guy. And he would slap the sole of his shoe because he said that's what they do in Norway. In Norway. That was and with your spirit guy we were talking about the other week. So
There was a Hawaiian guy.
there was a Hawaiian guy. Yep. I remember who that was. There was a.
Get it out.
Spit it out.
He's slapping so hard.
So we ran through 3 or 4 guys, whatever it was, and then there was another guy. We said, and so and so's a faggot.
Sorry, YouTube.
Because then I remember the funniest time we did that was it would have been after 7th grade track. And we had that little party or whatever, you know, like after whatever the last movie of the year is, we're out there, we're having pizza and shit like that. And we decided to do this routine for one last time as a group because it was me and a bunch of 8th graders and they were moving on.
They were
So
gonna go.
So we were doing it very loud, very obnoxiously, and everyone's looking at us. And then we had to get real quiet at the end. We're almost literally whispering at the very end. One coach is like, "Hey, what you guys talking about over there?" "Oh, nothing, just a thing we do." He just kind of laughed it off. Okay.
Brennan, can you give us the rundown on another junior high banger that you came up with? The Iron Dildo.
Oh no, I didn't.
This was not Brennan's work.
I also did not come up with
Wasn't
them.
This was not. No,
I just remember him saying it every
I
time.
was
said
a
it a
part
lot.
of it.
It was,
But
it was the and with your spirit.
It was also
guy.
Mr. and with
Do you
your
know who
spirit.
And With Your Spirit is?
Kinda.
We can write it on a piece of paper or something.
It's my cousin. If you wanna, if you get the idea, he was in their class.
Gotcha.
Yep, you got it. Yep. All right. But yeah, he invented that, and then I don't know if I added anything to that, but I just said a lot because you guys always asked me to do it. But yeah, there was the it was I don't know, because it's gonna pick up on the microphone. Basically, you would say iron dildo, and you would like shake your head and like your cheeks flapping with the iron dildo, kind of like that sort of thing.
There was
Loud and clear.
there was a whole origin story
'Cause
where
there was, like-
Brennan would come up and be like,
Is-
deep in the Saharan
In the
desert.
Sahara Desert,
Uh-oh.
because it was a what's
What?
that?
So I got a text from Sav earlier saying that it was freezing in this bitch, and I'm pretty sure she just turned the heat on.
Oh, you bastard!
At least she turned the AC off because it just stopped pumping out cold air.
I'm alright with her just turning the AC off, but do not turn the heat on,
I
please.
don't think she turned it on.
But no, the iron dildo, it was like it had a hard time in tip and it was coated in sandpaper, and we just made up that it penetrated a bunch of famous historical women and shit like that. And then after we'd recite all these women, and so-and-so's mom. No, wait a minute, guys, come on.
Weird.
We had a lot of fun back then.
I feel like I peaked in 7th grade.
For me, it had to have been senior year, just hanging out with kids in your grade, most of my classes. I mean, that is some of the shit we did in like art too.
I know-
R2 was legit.
I know me and Aaron peaked in 2016, so
That was a summer. That wasn't even a whole year.
no. It was literally the summer of 16, best summer of our entire lives. We cannot repeat it. It's impossible to repeat.
That was a great summer. That was the summer that Chu wrecked his truck into a telephone pole. That was awesome.
Awesome. He
One
said.
summer.
Derek was in the passenger.
Yeah, I was sitting shotgun. Chu was driving, and he did this one little funny maneuver where he went left of center as a joke, and we were all like, "Whoa!"
Wait.
What?
I didn't do that.
Yeah, you did.
What?
I swear you did.
No, I
remember it.
did
It's
not.
ingrained in my brain.
No.
because I was terrified after that. We were going down a hill, and I was in shotgun. There were a couple guys in the back seat, and you were driving your black Colorado, and we're driving to Subway, and you crank it left center, and you got back real quick, and we were like laughing. I know this happened. I'm not making this up.
No, you guys were all on your phones.
Right after that, I
It was,
put my-
okay, well, that was a while back.
That was-
wasn't why I wrecked.
Right, I know that.
Okay,
I was
okay.
getting into.
All right, I thought you were trying
He
to
was
say
getting
that's
into
how
the
I
whole
wrecked.
story,
no.
man. He's not telling the incident. He's telling the
No.
story.
Hell no.
No, that's how it started. And then I'm looking down, and I'm like grabbing my phone, and I look back up, and we're in the ditch. We're going like 60, and I see Chu just ripping his steering wheel to the left, and it's doing absolutely nothing. And then poof, we go straight through the telephone pole, cracks into 3 pieces. I was like freaking out. We jump the road, go off into the other field. The airbags go off. I don't know when they went off.
They
If
went
it-
off instantly, but
Instantly.
we buttered through this pole
Yeah.
so smoothly that it like came up to right here.
It was wild.
So what part of the truck went through the pole?
The frame, the front right piece of the frame nailed the center of the pole,
like-
so it broke off, and the top sank down in. So like the lines didn't fall or nothing. It just was like one, midget pole.
So what made you crash here?
So everybody was on their phone. No music was playing. I remember this, and I was looking at this barn to the left, and I used to drive with my hand on the top of the steering wheel. When you look to the left, your
Arm naturally
your arm
goes to the
naturally
right.
goes right. I stopped driving like that completely. But on this road, there's very, very deep ditches, and when I got that right tire,
Yeah, don't worry. I'm already thinking about it.
when I got that right tire in, I literally could not get out. Like, I tried to turn back, and it just like siphoned me into this pole, and it's like so quick, and then boom, hits right there. We're through it. Then next thing you know, we're going over the road like in air, and then I was able to turn it, and then we land. And I remember one guy in the back was like, "Jump out!" And we all opened the door, and then I looked at the ground moving past at like 50 miles an hour, and I'm like, "No, what are we doing?"
We still have brakes.
But I never hit the brakes. We just
Yeah.
coasted out, and I wasn't drinking or anything. It was just
Just
Right.
happens.
And then
Stupid
since
thing.
we were 16, we were like terrified that we were gonna be in trouble. So we went and we hid under that overpass, like where the creek comes through under the road. We went and just hid under there for some reason. And then some girls in our grade came and picked us up.
Yeah, and I was just sitting by the truck, and I love that black truck, and I just frickin' was just punching it. I was more pissed that I didn't have my truck anymore, but it actually ran, and we drove it home. It would overheat, but
Yeah,
it was
it
like,
overheated before we
So the
got
radiator
there.
was probably fucked. But
yeah.
The way you said that you were driving that is how I drive because I drive a stick shift. So I can't drive two hands. I always have one at the top. And I always use my right hand to shift gears over here. So I'm like, I don't think that's going to change how I drive or anything, but
there's something to
that's
think
I
weird.
about.
drive it like a 6 and a 4 right here.
Like even if I'm driving with one hand, I'll just always put it like right here. Because like
Yeah.
honestly, when you drive like this, now they even say like when the airbag goes off, you get a.
I'm about 2 or 3 guys somewhere in there. I just kind of hold it like that. And,
Like it's either my left hand's at 9 o'clock or my hand is at 12 o'clock. It's
But
either
Chew, I
or.
gotta ask: are you specifically a Colorado guy, or is that just a coincidence
That was just a coincidence.
that you happen to get 2 of them?
Yeah, well, Dad, I mean, he didn't really want to buy us a car, but he didn't want to buy a full size truck. And obviously, I wasn't going to buy my car right away. And I was planning on buying it off him, but then,
You wrecked it.
Things went down.
things
and then
happened.
the other one was actually my brother's. So
Oh, okay.
when he got a new car, I got that one. And then that one's actually in 2 pieces now.
Oh.
Why?
The frame rusted out.
Ooh.
It just one day we were looking at it and we're
Didn't you
like,
say your uncle was like,
does that look a little bent to you? We look underneath it and it's just like totally rusted out. Yeah.
I don't think I ever remember seeing it and it looking that bad. Like, did the body look relatively okay and the frame was just rough, or?
It was just a frame pretty much. The corners on the back of the calves, they get like
Yeah,
that
I
little
mean,
rust spot,
every
but
truck in this.
No,
area.
it was like it's like a rectangular beam and the bottom was just gone. Like
Damn.
Nothing there.
yeah. This was driving it at the time. He can be named by first name. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Right?
You have his permission to have his name on this podcast?
Oh,
yes, yes.
I'll ask him.
You got a week.
Yeah.
Actually,
no, he has, like-
more.
2 weeks. Or,
He has 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Released
This
This
one.
is not going to come out for 3 weeks because we recorded last week and we normally record every other week. But these two are going on vacation next week, and it's
Oh,
4th of
that's
July
next
next week.
Annual Michigan trip.
Annual Michigan
Yeah.
trip, yes.
Oh.
Yeah. So
If you live in Michigan, go find these two fuckers.
Well,
bet
write it
do.
down and I'll ask him.
okay.
Sorry, that's 2 in a row.
No,
No,
you're
you're
good.
good.
You're good.
Trust
hard
me,
to get
when,
used to.
when
Honestly,
we
it
first
is
started
very-
doing this,
it
there was
is
like
very
10
hard.
bleeps an episode.
Yeah, I'm not
I
going
can
to.
tell you guys are like seasoned vets.
A lot of them were actually Alex himself. So.
Yeah, they are. A lot of them are.
we would
bad.
also,
I
like-
feel bad for making the edit guy edit all this out.
Yes,
And
I don't
it's-
feel bad.
It's mainly his siblings that he name drops too.
Yeah,
He's like, "Oh,
it's-
fuck."
I just telling a story, and I have 3 siblings.
That's
So
right.
when it comes to like pointing out a specific one, it's kind of
Can't
hard.
say sibling 1, sibling 2, sibling C.
The part that the part that like would be really funny is you would name drop someone and then you'd be like, "Oh damn, shouldn't do that." And then like 2 minutes later, you'd be telling a story about the same person still, and you would say it again.
Yeah,
You did it again. Oh, fuck.
yeah,
That was an issue at the start.
yeah. That was a big issue at the start. There was a lot
That's
of
why I'm
editing at
so
the start.
glad that Cam was on the podcast, so I could just say his name whenever I
Yeah.
want.
Yeah,
And
I need to see if my second, or I guess the second oldest in our family, my younger brother, that's the oldest brother, I guess, if he wants to be on, I think he'd be interesting to have on.
It sucks that Cam has new work hours where he can't unless
yeah,
he takes
that
a
would
day
really.
off.
Yeah, but
Unless we had to record on a weekend, but I don't
Should
think
not.
he
Can't believe he
shame.
wouldn't take a day off to be on the podcast.
he
What
can
the
be here
fuck?
for the drunk
I
episode.
mean, he could be.
could be here.
Yeah, we got to figure out when we're going to do that. We got to figure out when we're going to stream again. We got to figure out the drunk episode. Yeah, we got some stuff to figure out. The streaming's going to be hard until this all winter, probably, just with
Yeah.
everybody in the summer.
You have like
Yeah.
an Instagram page?
Yeah, it's all plugged at the beginning of the episode, but if you want me to, I'll go through my little plug. You want to hear my little plug live and in action?
What a transition.
Go.
What a transition.
Okay. So, You can find us on TikTok, Twitter, and Instagram as BL Hooligans. You can find us on YouTube and Spotify as Borderline Hooligans. And as always, if you are curious if we're on any social media platform, please just look up Borderline Hooligans. It's not that hard to find us. They make it very easy. You tell I've done that a time or two.
That was awesome.
Dude, you're forgetting about Pornhub. What the fuck?
I haven't made that account yet.
We're working on that one.
OnlyFans?
Oh, there we go.
We should make it.
Brady, what was the internet rule that you told me about?
Rule 34.
Yeah.
We talked about that on here.
Stu, do you know what Rule 34 is?
I do not.
I didn't either.
Okay.
It was just a couple weeks
Rule
ago.
34 of the internet is basically if something exists, there is a porn about it.
Like,
So if you
can
look
type
up-
in-
A movie, TV show, whatever, and then just type in Rule 34 after it,
You will find porn.
porn.
like Papa Smurf.
Oh no.
We actually did that. Sav was looking that up on the podcast when we
He
first
didn't know.
learned about Rule 34. We got her to look up Papa Smurf Rule 34.
We were trying to find a masculine Papa Smurf, and I was like, Sav, you should look up Papa Smurf Rule 34. And she looks it up, and she's just disgusted.
But that's not even a Rule 34 Papa Smurf.
No, that's not
that's
Rule
just
34.
Smurf.
That's just
Papa
I
I
can't
can't
Smurf.
even
even
Papa
imagine
Smurf.
Rule 30.
That's Giga Chad Papa Smurf.
Yeah.
Giga Smurf. Yeah. And she was like, ooh.
And then she looked up more
Ooh,
stuff
like,
Rule 34.
She just kept scrolling. She's like, ooh, why are you looking at it? Stop it!
Did she look up something else, Rule 34 too? Other than Papa...
Shrek.
Yeah, she looked up Shrek
no.
Rule 34.
There's a lot of
I
that.
bet, I was
believe we
gonna say, I
told her
bet
to do
there's a
that.
ton.
We were also talking about the fact that some of us have officially technically drawn Shrek Rule 34 because we played a game where you like pass the thing around, you got to draw what the last person says, and then guess what the
picture is.
what the picture is. And Cam decided that there would be like Shrek and Donkey's Gay Adventure or something.
Yeah.
And so a couple of us had drawn Shrek
Fucking donkey.
fucking Donkey.
Because I was the first one after him. I was supposed to interpret that, but the ears were down, so it looked like a dog. So I'm like, oh, it's Shrek fucking a dog.
He passes it to me, and I get Shrek fucking a dog. So I have to draw Shrek fucking a dog.
Too close to the. I think it was our last day of school, senior year. You did that. You drew that thing in
Oh, that detail.
our computer teacher's classroom. Like it was just a little stick man who had this scrawny body with a hog. I'll find the video.
I had like the
We are.
veins
We're
and
already there.
Oh no.
Here we go.
and everything.
There it is.
Oh my gosh.
The detail.
Let me get a nut button on that. That guy is hung.
There it is.
Ah.
That just reminds me of all the penises I've drawn at the recycling center.
That reminds me of the scene in Superbad whenever he's like a fifth grader and he has a whole notebook. Have you guys seen Superbad?
It's
I
been a
have not.
long time.
So basically, he gets.
Shrek Rule
That's
34.
what I drew.
Even
That looks like Shrek pretty like.
I was proud of this.
That is good.
I mean, obviously you're proud you took a fucking picture of
I
it.
did.
Yeah.
Brady has porn on his phone.
I drew that, and then I was also proud of my chicken fingers because I didn't know how to actually draw chicken fingers, and he got it, so that's all that mattered.
So basically, in Superbad, this kid is like addicted to drawing wieners in his notebook. So they paid some guy to do all these detailed drawings. Like this one, it's going up against a bunch of tanks.
Imagine being the guy who says he can be a professional penis drawer.
Right.
You got
You have
paid.
to see this.
Yeah,
scene.
I'll
I
do
can't really
that.
Explain it. Like here's George Washington.
Is that Jonas Hill or Jonah Hill's character?
Jonah
that does-
Hill, yeah.
Yeah.
Jonas Hill. It's the,
Well,
missing,
forget his-
it's the
I
missing
was-
Jonas brother.
Oh no.
I forget his name in Superbad because there's Bogle, who is McLovin.
Oh God.
I don't know either of their names.
Everybody knows who Jonah Hill is, though. Like,
Right, and the scrawny, awkward guy. What is the real actor's name? Oh, it's on.
I can picture him.
Yeah.
Curly head. Red.
Yes.
Oh fuck. I know who you're talking about.
Always look up the cast of Superbad. We got a computer here.
Yeah, we do. Hold on.
Might as well use our.
We'll pull up the good old Brave.
Use
Oh, yeah.
our resources.
Oh yeah, there's
yeah.
Yugoslavia.
Yugoslavia. Actually, Brendan, you'll find this interesting. One of my friends, online
Is from
friends,
Bosnia?
is from Bosnia,
That's
and
what
he
you
is there
said.
right now. I don't
That's
know
what you
if I
said
told
last
that.
week.
I did? Okay.
Yep.
No, I just thought that was interesting.
He thinks he's so cool. He has kids from other countries.
Michael Sarah.
Michael Sarah.
You have kids?
No,
Kids from other countries.
Oh,
I-
right.
so and right after high school, I traveled the world and just fucked every girl I possibly could, no matter what she looked like. So yeah,
It's like
I have kids everywhere.
Don't you dare say King of the Hill. Is that what you're gonna say?
I was not gonna say
Spreading
that,
the
but that's
seed.
I'm gonna say Genghis Khan.
I was
gonna say
I'm just trying to be
Genghis
Genghis
Khan.
Khan.
I was thinking of Cotton Hill. from
Johnny
King of the Hill.
Appleseed. He's sowing his seed everywhere.
I was thinking of Cotton Hill from King of the Hill having an Asian son.
It looks
Who
just
looks
like Hank.
just like Hank, but with slanted eyes. What's his name?
I
I can't
forget what his
remember.
name is. You can look that up too.
Oh, okay.
Hank
hold on.
Hill's brother, Japanese.
Have you seen the video of the kindergarten teacher that is in China? She's an American lady, and all her kindergartners were just roasting her, running up to her, going like this, like spreading their eyes like an American.
There he is.
Junichiro.
He's
Born in 1946.
He also does it with like the Japanese accent.
God.
What a show.
Damn it, Bobby.
Hey, Missy.
How about some sandwiches? That's a classic clip. Right now you need to pull that up.
God damn it.
Show these guys
Yeah,
that.
show them the clip. It's
All
worth it.
right.
So, some context. Cotton is trying to teach Bobby how to be a man, and basically it's all about disrespecting women. So he takes her to a diner, and this scene happens.
Let's give it a sec.
Brady, seeing a young Bobby Hill,
Oh man,
no,
it hurts.
you always said I used to look like Bobby Hill in my fattest
I
stage.
did.
And you did look like Bobby
It
Hill in
hurt.
that
Like
video.
Bobby Hill.
Oh, I hated being that way. But glad I'm not anymore.
Look good now.
Me and Brady both like grew out of our fat stage.
Yeah,
At least you
guys
could
both-
get taller, at least though.
Right.
Yeah,
that was
got
back
skinnier.
when
That must be nice for you guys.
I had to lose weight. You know, like actually.
Brady actually had to do it the real way. I just got older and taller and just cheat coded it.
Yeah,
So you had the command prompt, and Brady just had to actually
Left,
grind.
left, right, up, down.
Up, down, left, right, R1, R2.
when I got my license, I was 5'7". I'm currently 5'9". That's all the taller I've gotten since then. I mean, it's
In 7 years.
yeah, bad.
Short Kings, Brady. Represent.
Hey, I am not short. I am average height for an adult male. Thank you.
Can you tell that he cares?
Don't you know that all women want a guy that's over 6 feet? So if you're under
Listen
6
here,
feet,
buddy. You're shorter than me.
that's what I'm saying. Short Kings, brother.
You guys can fight for all the Michigan bitches you want next week.
Brother.
Yeah, fornicate up there. Become the Genghis Khan of Michigan.
Or-
The Genghis Khan of Michigan.
I want you to be like Cotton anytime you go to a restaurant. Smack the waitress on the ass.
I don't think I'm gonna do that.
Oh, come on, Brennan.
You gotta live a little.
You got it, didn't you?
Got it in me? What?
He's got
You
the
know the
dog in
clue.
him.
If you got it down
Are
pat.
you going where I think you're going?
You got the seed, Johnny.
Okay, I didn't think that's where you're going.
Where are you going?
Never mind.
He don't got it in him.
I don't got him.
He's got the dog in him.
I ain't got that
Got the
Riz.
dog in him.
Oh, the Riz.
The Riz.
All
Wizard
right,
of
Brennan,
Oz,
try to
the
Riz me
Grizzly
up.
Bear.
Brennan's got that -3 Riz on his fucking Madden player.
I can't Riz you up because
Okay,
you
try
are
to
not.
Riz
Brennan's
the
got the
can up.
mystery
Where's the
man.
can
Riz.
up, Brennan?
Riz this can up.
Yo, bitch.
The rats the shit out of her.
Brennan's got the mystery man Riz. Remember whenever we went on not vacation,
Senior
field
trip.
trip,
Oh, field
like
trip.
freshman year, and our principal, we went to the hospital. The
Oh
principal,
no.
everyone was like looking at the baby ward, and we were like, we should ask to hold one. And Brennan's like, I'll do it. And he's like, I don't know. A bit of a shady character.
That's what
They
our
might
principal
be like,
said.
hey, you're gonna take that baby.
Because I was growing my beard at the time and I had some longer hair, and he's like, I don't know, Brandon, you look kind of shady. So then we get back later that day, and I'm telling that story in shop class, and teacher listens, he says, Is it alright if we call you Shady? Yeah, sure, I guess.
Is
So
that
then
where
Shady
that
it was.
came from?
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
where that came
sure.
from.
Oh my
yeah.
god, I had no fucking idea.
I swear I've told you that before, but yeah, that's where that came from.
Hmm.
But nowadays, DW, he's got that Keanu Reeves riz.
Yes, and that's the best kind to have.
Don't kill my dog.
You'll find out what happens.
You
if
would
kill my
legitimately,
beagle.
if somebody killed your dog, you'd
If
be
somebody
so
killed Brad's
pissed.
beagle,
I would go John Wick
you would
style.
go John Wick 1, 2, 3, and 4.
1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3, and 4.
Jeez, 'em.
I mean, not to doubt your reaction, but like, who would be happy when you
Well, yeah,
kill their dog?
But like, this man loves his dog with a passion.
He's my buddy.
Not to doubt you. But would you like sprint to your basement, dig up the floor,
Break up your concrete.
break up your
floor.
concrete, and be like, I'm getting the weapons back out?
I mean, I certainly wouldn't let him, or I certainly wouldn't leave his presence if he ingested lotion. So
Choose like
God damn it,
podcasting
guys! We're gonna
brand.
find Brennan on the fucking 7 o'clock news one of these days. Local man kills 3 people over a dead dog.
Holy shit.
Oh,
Yo,
fuck.
jeez, tighten
Wow.
your knobs there, dude.
tighten your knobs. Got your knobs. Use them.
That's my bad. I
Do
fucked up
it.
your wire.
Yeah, just grip the knob, you know?
You gotta grip your knob. Nut.
Oh, it goes back to Harold.
Hold on, Missy. It takes a
Can I
little bit.
hear an Harold orgasm real quick?
Oh, sweetie, don't touch it.
You know what I really need is a Lord have mercy, I'm about to bust.
Lord have
Like
mercy.
that guy off that video is like,
It's Hank Hill.
Oh, the original old guy. Who am I thinking? I don't know his
it
name.
sounds like a random video.
Right, and he's like, "Oh Lord, have mercy."
Oh,
I'm
no.
about to bust.
Yeah, this.
Oh, that.
Okay, I
Oh,
got you.
Lord have mercy, I'm about to bust.
Hold on, Missy. It takes a little bit for it to get up nowadays.
Gotta wait for the pill to kick
Do
in.
this the old-fashioned way. We ain't got those little blue pills in the 1860s.
Yeah, I got ED. Some extra dick for you, honey.
You just talking like that. I don't know if you've seen those videos of like that old guy on like GTA RP or whatever.
Mom never let me play GTA.
You want to talk about a strict mom? You're talking the wrong dude. I wasn't allowed to watch Nickelodeon or Cartoon Network until I was 18.
It wasn't
I
like
could
they
have
would
watched
allow-
SpongeBob.
You were the
It was
last
not
guy
either.
in this room. I would have guessed that's how it went.
No, she like blocked all the channels. She blocked all of the Nickelodeon channels. She blocked all the Cartoon Network channels.
Like actually blocked
She
them
blocked
behind
Disney
parental
XD.
controls.
What did you
We grew up
do?
pretty similar.
I watched Disney Channel and played outside.
I played outside. Yeah. Disney Channel. Yeah.
It was alright, but it wasn't no Nickelodeon or Cartoon Network.
All the good
That-
shit
you
was
would
on
rather
those.
play outside.
He never got to watch.
But
He
you
never
know,
got to watch Disney XD and watch Kick Buttowski.
Yes.
No, I
Good
did get-
show. His friend is
actually-
Gunther.
I watched.
You guys have never seen it?
I've heard of it.
It's an
but
awesome
no.
show.
That is
I
an
never
awesome
got
show.
into
I
it.
said we never got.
I never had Disney XD though. I only-
Gunther's family lived in like a house that is like a complete.
It
triangle,
literally
and
looks like a long
the
house.
Ceiling
Yeah.
goes all
It
the way
looks
down
like a
to the-
haunted house.
When I was younger, I thought all the weird kids watched Disney XD because like I couldn't watch it. I think that was my only justification for
Right.
like not being
Dude,
able to watch it. You know?
We talked about this. Like, you don't understand something, then you think it's weird or you hate it.
yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
Brennan's dad wouldn't let him watch like a lot of Cartoon Network shows.
Chowder,
Which,
Flapjack.
to be
Regular
honest,
show is
that's
good.
that's excusable.
Hey, Flapjack was
Flapjack
good.
was a shit show of a fucking
Flapjack
show.
was awesome.
Some sort of
Flapjack gave me
weird.
nightmares.
ecstasy. I mean, like,
It's weird.
They
Oh
took
my
the
gosh.
the little scenes from SpongeBob where they zoomed in on something. It was extra gross, and they just made it into a show.
that was
Yeah,
the entire
that was
show.
the show.
That was the entire show.
I remember one time they were in like a whale stomach, and it was just the most vile, disgusting scenes you could
It-
think
Real
of.
picture of a whale stomach, probably.
Yeah.
It's actually kind of
Now
terrifying.
that
to
I'm
look back
thinking
on
about
that
it,
show.
is that Flapjack's buddy, the captain guy, whatever the fuck his name
Captain
is.
Knuckles.
Knuckles, yep.
Is he the same voice actor as the Flying Dutchman?
Yes, he is.
Okay, I just now put 2 and 2 to fucking
I did not
together.
think of that either.
62 cents.
Take it.
62 cents. Mr. Krabs! Look, Squidward! Money!
See that SpongeBob rap video that it's like Mr. Krabs and he's like,
Oh,
oh, what did he say? He's like, oh, I gotta pull it up. It's a good song. It's a good song.
is it on
It's,
TikTok?
It's got to be on like YouTube.
Have you seen the
TikTok.
new AI covers?
Yeah,
Like,
that's been
crust-
all
like
over my.
Eugene Krabs doing
Yo,
a
Sponge
whole Hank
Boy.
Williams Jr. song.
I saw yesterday Mr. Krabs do Billie Jean.
Really?
Billie Jean's.
Brennan,
then-
you do a really good one.
Probably.
Krabs
I don't know
voice.
what it's.
I heard him
exact
do
called.
Weatherman by Hank Williams the other day. and
That's
it
a
was
good
awesome.
one. That's a good one.
Yeah,
Is this it, Chew?
this is it. It's actually not bad. Everybody appreciate.
Then I heard
Who makes these?
Plankton do
Cash Crabs.
Big
Squad.
Iron.
That was good.
SpongeBob ad lib.
This animation goes hard.
It does. What the fuck?
Handsome Squidward.
Money.
Like, why does it actually slap?
Kind of does.
I can't say
Actually
it's
very
bad.
good.
It's a lot of
Kinda does.
auto tune. This guy put way too much effort into that.
A lot.
He did.
But yeah, that's basically.
I found another one on TikTok where it was SpongeBob dissing Plankton for like 30 seconds straight.
That is really good.
It's like sneaky good.
It is.
Dude, I already said earlier, but I am a weeb. I actually listen to some like actual Japanese music.
Weeb.
I'm not kidding.
Like, we.
No, it's I'll actually show you.
It was a
Jared was
Japanese
doing it
impression.
earlier. Yeah.
Oh, what is it
Voice. I did that way too well.
You know how he's saying where like if you didn't get into something you thought people were fucking weird over it?
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
this is fucking it right here.
No,
This
like
could be
Yeah,
the
like
most
you're
awesome
like
stuff in
defending
Japan, and we have
yourself.
no
It's
idea.
like you're
no,
like,
like
into it.
this, like I'm not even gonna lie. Like there is, like for me, it's never about the genre or anything when it comes to music. It is literally the song. It doesn't matter who the
Me and
artist
Herb
is.
talked about this before.
Yeah,
I agree.
it is literally the song. I don't care who it's by. I don't care what genre it is.
I want you
If
to type in the title of the song.
Just say the
It is
title
called
of the song.
Kickback.
Okay, but I want you to do it in
I can't read that. I can't read that. I'm sorry.
We'll figure out the hieroglyphics behind that shit.
I'm trying to learn how to read that
Hieroglyphics.
and
It would-
speak it, but
It would
See,
be
it's
ignorant
long.
to say that nobody in Japan could write a good song.
yeah. And this is
I
like
know.
this is a decently heavy rock song that I absolutely thoroughly enjoy.
Speaking of heavy rock,
I said we're gonna plug that after this. So are all the music videos just animes?
This is literally the intro.
Oh, this is the intro.
This is literally the intro to the show.
Oh.
Yeah, he's
Juggling
spinning
his balls.
Oh,
Close up.
They gotta do it.
They got that fan
Damn.
service.
Brady, that's right up your alley.
Absolutely
Your
not.
hentai porn.
you and your waifu pillow.
That's Alex's wife.
That's right. He actually has one, doesn't he?
Somebody's gonna have to explain this whole Chainsaw Man thing.
I will.
Also, why did it start out so happy?
It's so funny because it just looks like there's a bunch of nothing going on. Just like
but so much going on.
you
at the
can't
same time.
interpret what's going on, and they put one of the girls on screen, and you focus on them. It's like, oh hey, my attention is caught back, and then it's like, holy shit, what the fuck is the rest of this?
No, I listen to that song a lot.
So that was the intro. You like what? Like, do you watch the series?
Yeah, I watched it all the way up. I'm already caught up. There's 24 episodes right now.
And they have like English like subtitles, or is it?
They
English?
so the anime has two major forms of watching. If you want to watch it in English, they normally have a thing called dub, where it's dialogue over picture, and they put English dialogue over the
Right,
animation. But typically, if you want to stay, like if you're watching it as it comes out and you want to stay caught up, you watch it in sub, which is in Japanese with English subtitles.
It comes out quicker because they don't have
Yeah,
time to
right.
to dub it.
But this anime is about a world where demons are very real and they're stronger based off the more people fear them. And the main character had a pet chainsaw demon, and he died.
Is that what that little red guy with the chainsaw out of his head was?
Yeah, and the main character died, and the chainsaw demon was dying along with him with fighting a different demon. And the chainsaw demon gave him his heart, so then he got the powers of the chainsaw demon, and now he's hunting other demons down in order to get girls.
Nice.
That is
Damn, wow.
that is literally the entire.
This
anime
guy is
so far.
slaying for some pussy.
Literally, that is what he's doing.
Slaying.
He
Speaking of
makes-
slayers,
he like makes deals with his boss of like, I can go on a date with you if I kill this demon. I can touch your boob if I go kill this demon. I can kiss you if I kill this demon.
Literally, I can touch your boob.
Like this dude, the main character is 15.
this guy's like a major simp.
Oh,
Major
When
simp.
you say that.
oh.
So like, this is normal in Japan.
With animes vary so much that people don't even realize because they think it's all just one thing, but
Right, it's
It's-
almost a genre.
it's like a it's like a
anime-
major
Right.
genre with many subgenres. Like,
Anime is
right.
insanely popular. Like people don't realize how crazily popular
No,
that
anime,
Yeah.
is, anime is some of like the most popular watched
stuff
shows
anymore.
out there.
Well, my big thing with anime now, like some of the older TV shows and stuff that was coming out when we were kids, had like actual story shows, like Ben 10, stuff like that actually had a story to it, were really good. You don't hardly find that new stuff anymore. That's why I more turned to anime. I think there's better story writing, more creative worlds.
Well,
I
I think
guess.
that's actually a problem across all kinds of entertainment media like that.
Yeah.
Where writers are just lazy and awful
Running out,
nowadays.
running
Yeah.
out of fucking ideas.
I feel
For
like
God's
it
sakes, they made a show
hurts
called
us with
Chowder.
TikTok too because everyone has like a 30-second attention span now.
yeah,
it's
So they'll
That's a
watch
big problem too.
Watch a season for 30 seconds and be like, "This is stupid."
Yeah, it's a consumer based. You're not gonna make something that's 4 hour long movie and nobody watches it when you would make more money off making
20.
10-minute episodes of skits. Like
yeah.
Which is unfortunate.
Yes, it very much is, but that's why I've turned more to it, and
So
I've
you're-
actually got deep into it.
So you're telling me this podcast has to be cut down to 10 minutes? Is
Well,
what
we're gonna have to squeeze
Well,
it
you
all
have
in
to clip
quick.
it if you want.
Well-
If you wanted to get
well,
famous.
Yeah.
Aaron,
But, hey, busy motherfucker. All right.
Your job? To do
No,
that?
no, no,
did
no,
you
no.
volunteer yourself to make TikToks?
Once
Hey.
upon a time, maybe. I don't know.
You guys need to get Descript. Ever see Descript?
I have not seen Descript.
It is so I'm a developer, so I like the new stuff. It uses AI to basically write the transcript, and then when you ever want to edit something out, you just backspace that word in the transcript, and it cuts it out of the video.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Oh damn.
But it does cost money because it uses AI.
Yeah.
But there is a free trial, and honestly, I pay for it anyways. If you guys wanted to use that.
I think we'll stick with this for now, but it is definitely something potentially in the future because, we honestly want this to grow and we want to promote it more. But obviously, we all have to live lives as well. We can't just
Dedicate all this time to this podcast.
Yeah.
And if you want to get there, time is the
Yes.
The big
essence of
thing. Yeah.
everything.
Yes, and that's
For
why.
any content creator out there.
Yeah, and that's why we want to get like we did one stream where we played Mortuary Assistant.
Great game.
It is a game where you work in a mortuary and there's a demon possessing one of the 3 bodies you embalm. You have to figure out what demon it is and what body it is in order to
this
not.
on a VR.
You cannot play
No.
this in VR.
I wish.
Good.
Be first in line
Yeah,
to play
that
it.
would be awful in VR.
I would be
It's
first in line to
phenomenal
play it.
in VR.
No.
But we did a 4-hour live stream on it, and I think we got at one point 15 viewers, and we only knew 7 of them.
See,
That's good.
Yeah.
And that was literally us announcing it the week before that we were going to do that, and then we just did it. And it was we got the whole thing on our YouTube channel too.
It was a good time.
It went
was
pretty
very
well
fun.
for our first one, and we got the good ending too. So.
Yeah, we got right as we
What a
ended
way
the
to end the stream.
we ended the stream on the one ending that we wanted to
You
get.
have to play the game, I think, at least 4 times or something like that to be able to
You got to go through
the
4
good ending.
nights, like 4 times. You got to go through
But
3
we had
bodies. to
played
figure out
it
the
at
demon.
least, I don't know, 7 times by then or something.
Yeah,
Don't spoil it.
I'm not going
No,
to spoil the
just
good
spoil it.
ending, but we finally got the good ending at the end of the stream, and we were like, there's no way to end this better. This is perfect. Like,
and that was right at our mark too. We said we're gonna probably do around 4 hours, and that was like right before the 4-hour mark. Where he's like, "We got the good ending. We got the good ending. If we
was
don't
so
fuck this up,
perfect.
we got the good ending." And then we got the good ending. I was like, "All right, we're done. We just did it. We
I was
got it."
pumped.
Honestly, if you guys said, "Hey, Matt, bring over your computer. We're playing Minecraft."
I already
for
told these guys I want them to get
10
computers. We're gonna fucking go
Dude,
at it.
I
I would love-
grind.
Fucking LAN party this shit. And
Oh yeah,
I haven't done a LAN party in a hot fucking minute.
LAN parties are
different.
they're a dying. They're a dying
Activity?
Breed?
Activity. It's almost like
Activity?
it's almost more than an activity.
It's literally
it's
like
life.
a dying party.
Culture.
Yeah,
It's a
It's
way of
dying
life.
culture is what it is. I think my last LAN party was in college, and we had about 6 guys in a 500 square foot apartment playing Minecraft on one server, just going at it for like 12 hours, I think. And then 12 hours, some of us would pass out, we'd wake up, and we'd do it again. We did that for an entire weekend, was our LAN party. It was fucking awesome.
It is pretty fun. You can get pretty far on Minecraft.
Tell me what a LAN party is.
A LAN party, LAN, like
Oh, LAN.
LAN.
I was reading land, like land
Yeah,
hub.
like you connect up with an Ethernet. And
So-
Okay.
Like, you remember you go to your buddy's house and one friend will bring his Xbox and you have like 2
Yes.
Xboxes.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's,
Yeah.
so to put it in technical terms, there's 2 types of networks. Global access networks, or GAN, GAN, whatever, and then local area networks, where you have to be connected to the same internet router in order to connect. So you'd have to be a local access network or a LAN.
Nice.
So it's a LAN party because you're all connected to the same router, you're all in the same place, and you're just going at it.
there's no like latency, like only going to his router and back to.
Your computer. It's nice. It's nuts how much fun those parties are. You get, because I'm not gonna lie, I got stoned as shit playing Minecraft, and then the next day I decided, you know what, fuck it, I'm getting a bottle of Jack and I'm gonna drink this today.
Damn.
It's a good time.
Life.
It is a damn good time. You can't shit on it unless you've had a LAN party in your life
LAN
It's
party.
one of those things you think is weird.
until you
Unless
try
Until
it.
you do it.
There it
It
is.
is.
Another one of these that we roll across. Speaking of rolling across, Chew.
Okay, well,
Make sure you get close to the mic for this.
we're starting a band.
We are starting a
I've
band.
actually been practicing.
So last April, actually it was around last March, Chew got a guitar and he brought me over to his house and he's like, yo, try this. And it was like 15 times easier than I thought it would be. Just to get the basics, like this makes this sound, this makes this sound.
What kind of guitar are you talking about here?
Electric.
Okay.
Yeah, electric. And then I was like, I want to get a bass because it's only got 4 strings instead of 6. And it sounds a lot easier. So I went to the Walmart special, got a Walmart amp.
Let me squeeze through real quick. Story.
Got a Walmart amp, Walmart guitar, and like all the attachments for like $150. Came in last April. Me and Chew have been grinding ever since. And Chew wrote an original. We're gonna give you guys a sneak peek.
Ooh.
Oh, no
uh,
shit.
So,
We don't want to do covers. I
right,
think
that's our thing. We don't want to be another cover band.
Because there's so fucking many around
If you
here.
want
Yeah.
to, there's probably a way that.
Bro, let's go.
Let him cook.
Do you have a pick?
I have many picks.
I usually play with a pick. But oh shit.
Oh, what kind of pick? Soft, medium, hard.
Medium.
Like it hard.
I did not know there was actually different picks.
The thickness.
I can't promise much of this guitar. He never uses it, so
Yeah, is it in tune?
Why not?
I would guess not. It just kind of sits in a corner.
I've never actually. I made this last night. They're
Oh, shit.
texting me at 3 in the
At
morning.
3:47. I
3:47.
text you at 3:47 because I woke up. Text you at 3:47.
I like the avatar here. It kind of reminds me of My Name's Earl.
Yes, that
Let me
show
see
is
it.
awesome. But
You can see it when we're done
I
here.
text you at 3:45 last night. I've been waking up at 3:45 for some reason. I'm pretty sure I live with a ghost. But secondly, he texts me back in like 2 seconds. He goes, "You're up?" I was like, "Why are you awake?" He's like, "Cause I've been grinding $50 guitar, and I think I got the intro. It's gonna be like a train horn and train tracks." I'm like, "This sounds awesome."
Well, that's cool.
Oh, shit.
Oh, damn.
That's a pretty thin one, but it'll do.
I'll take this over here.
I'm learning guitar.
We're both in the process of learning. I know it's been a year, but we're
Make
both
sure you
in the
stay
process
close
of
to the
learning.
mic yet.
Yeah, can I?
So that probably won't.
Can I hold it or?
Yeah, you can hold
I say
Just don't wanna-
you should be able to reach too there.
Here
Yeah.
we go.
Oh no.
Restart.
Live practice session.
So,
The little
actually
sweet
pretty
child
good.
of mine
Damn.
cover
Yeah,
by
yeah.
Chew. I feel like
over here.
I feel like Derek from Step Brothers and his whole family in the back seat whenever they were harmonizing.
Sweet child of mine.
it sounds a lot better on electric,
Yeah,
Right.
but
that's what it's meant for.
and I'm still that's my first. I'm trying to learn one song at a time because otherwise I feel
Yeah,
like I won't learn a
Yeah,
song.
That's-
yes.
Probably.
I
the
might
way
have
go.
to hang out with you guys and figure out your knowledge because I don't really play guitar. I play with a guitar typically when I mess with it. So it's not actual notes or songs. It's kind of just me doing what sounds good and what I'm able to do at the time, sort of thing.
Yeah.
That's what Chew's been cooking lately. You sent me a little riff.
Yeah, I've been cooking some riffs up. I'm a very science oriented guy. So like the science of a sound wave and like why sound waves fit together. Like two strings that sound terrible together. They're clashing. The waves are clashing.
So you're getting into music theory.
Oh yeah, big time. Big time.
This does not surprise me from a man like you.
Nope. Definitely not surprised.
But
Yes, you.
this
I'll put
is
your mic closer.
this is $50 guitar bass or drum line. Sorry. Drum line percussion. This is probably gonna be loud as hell.
It's not picking up.
Yeah, it's not picking up. Hold on. Pause it. Give me 2 seconds. So, when I do this, I need everyone else just to be quiet and to listen, because otherwise it'll sound like absolute garbage.
Could we just
We
mute?
mute.
Yeah, you guys all mute, but still just absolute silence for everybody else, other than listening to this song.
Him pressing the crash can while we're recording just gives me anxiety.
So, for the audience, I'm going to say real quick, I apologize if this jumps up in audio levels or if this is, like, hurts your ears. It's just a little audio warning just in case. I don't know how this is going to turn out. All right, Chew.
And here comes the train.
Okay, so keep your mic a little closer.
Well, I took 75 till I got to the lake. I had 100 in my pocket and it showed up late. Tested it out and it sounded great. It was the best damn purchase I ever made. Whoa, $50 guitar from Toledo. Whoa, $50 guitar in a casino. Well, got back home. On the way back home, it's all casino. I messed it up already. But that's a sneak peek. That's a
That's
sneak
the
peek.
sneak peek, and that's basically the hook.
That's really
Okay,
good.
that's
I
really
think I
good.
like where that's going.
You guys got something good cooking over there.
I got 4 verses, and then I
Let
still
him
gotta make
cook.
That's just the drum line
Oh.
of percussion.
Mm-hmm.
Are you using native instruments?
Yes. This is
Yeah, there's software that comes with whatever, right?
yeah. This is just GarageBand.
My native instrument, talking like.
So there's a
Like the didgeridoo.
go ahead.
Native Australians.
Didgeridoo, what else
No,
do they have?
repeat yourself. That was good.
Oh, I said by native instruments. Do you mean like Native American instruments?
Technically no,
Okay.
but there's a company called Native Instruments, and he's already got stuck in his head. They make a lot of computer-based instruments that you can actually like plug in USB or something or through to an audio interface, which I know probably none of you here know except for maybe Chew what an audio interface is.
Tiny peanut brain not understand.
Yeah.
Caveman no
Okay.
comprehend.
Dude,
Basically, it converts one core type into USB plug into computer. But
Oh.
Pump the brakes.
Give me club.
but I've been to wanting to get one of their keyboards for a really long time, just to get into it. But every single time that I really start thinking about it, it's just like I can't really condone it right now, just because I just bought like $300 worth of fish stuff, or I just bought a PS5, or I built a PC, and it's always at those points in times. And maybe I should just. Well, I've been working at our local watering hole. I don't know if you knew that. I knew DW did, or I guess Chew. I don't know if you knew that. That bar that's literally just down the road,
Oh, yeah.
our local watering hole.
Didn't know what you meant. I thought you were like.
I just don't want to say the name of it. You know what I
Good.
mean?
go to the lake,
Good.
get a
Yeah.
drink of water.
Yeah. But I've been working there, and I think I've put away a good chunk of change, and I might just have to like go to my bank and say, "Hey, I'm putting in $200," and just go do it and buy it. I might have to do that, but because I've wanted to get into it, because I already have song ideas in my head.
Yeah. I've always wanted to. I mean, it's a true story. So I'll tell the story and why I wanted.
Uh-oh. Unplug, replug.
Yeah.
You're back.
Okay, you're
back.
back. Good. Use
But-
them.
I went. So I was like, I want a guitar, just kind of like what
Well,
you're
that's-
saying, but a different instrument.
Well, I got one of my college buddies was getting rid of his electric guitar, and it doesn't have an actual amp. It just has one of those little D battery
Oh,
hip amps. He's like, dude, I'll sell it to you for $25, because I was already talking about getting into it, and I was like, yeah, sure, I'll take that for $25. So I bought that off him, and I started messing around with that, and I didn't like the little amps, so I started looking into bigger amps, and I was like, oh, those are kind of expensive for me just playing with it. So I looked into acoustic, and then I bought this thing, and then so
It's a starting place. I'm being honest. I was like, Derek was like, yeah, we're going over here tonight, and I was like, man, I haven't done practice guitar tonight, like, cause I'm like trying to like laser focus, like, on
You're
my-
purposely setting aside time to actually.
yeah, like
The
I
18-minute theory.
Like I tell
Truth,
people,
let
like,
'em know
I
the
have to go
18-minute
to
theory.
guitar practice, but I go like my basement.
Yeah.
Like,
Chew, tell them the 18-minute theory that you cooked.
oh, so if you do something for 18 minutes a day, you're within the 95th percentile of all people who do that thing. You just do it 18 minutes a day.
you're changing my thinking, like I probably changed your guys' with the whole podcast thing that I stated earlier.
Yeah.
It's just how you do it. It's you beat the percentage.
Right.
It's a numbers game.
18, and what I find is I set my timer for 18 minutes, but then all of a sudden, I'm
Go
going
past
for
it.
an hour.
Right.
And then next thing you know, I'm up till 3 in the morning. And then Derek's
Answering
texting me,
my
and then I
text at
load up
3:47.
GarageBand. Like, I made that literally last night I started at 2 in the morning. Like, I had nothing. But I just kept messing around, and, like, especially doing, like, software and stuff, I just kind of learned, like, nobody really knows what they're doing until they just mess around with something.
Oh, no,
Like,
yeah.
you
Pretty
have
much.
to waste time to learn something.
I figured that out with
Right.
3D printing hardcore. Like, I got a 3D printer, and I was like, I have all this software. I don't know how any of it works. And instead of looking up any YouTube videos whatsoever, I'm just like, all right, let's fuck around, see what I fuck up. See, I think I've crashed my 3D printer like 20 times already. This will be my third extruder that I have to replace because I fucked it up.
I mean, that's how you learn. That's
Yeah.
the best way, experience. That's why I feel like everybody, going to college, it's great. But like back in the day, the reason why college was such a needed thing was because that's where the books were. That's where the information was.
Now
Like-
college is just saying, hey, I can spend 4 years dedicating myself to getting this degree, so I'm going to spend some time at your company, sort of thing.
Yeah, like-
That's all it is.
It's really not gonna it's starting to deteriorate in certain professions, and especially software engineering. Like I didn't graduate. I dropped out after 3 years, and I do not regret it at all.
No, I don't blame you. Yeah.
It feels more rewarding doing it without one. But anyways, $50 guitar. I was in BG. I would always.
No, I get it. No, that's what this podcast is rambling and going from this point to jumping all the way over here to jumping like slightly next to that
We have
point.
to mop up for Brady going here and there all the time.
Yeah, so you're good.
Dude, as long as he keeps his fucking mouth shut, this podcast is going great.
Listen here, buddy. Listen here, son of boy.
But this guy from Toledo, $50 guitar. So, well, I took 75 till I got to the lake. I had 100 in my pocket and they showed up late. Tested it out and it sounded great. It was the best damn purchase I ever made. So that was like a real thing. I went with my buddy, and they were like sketchy ass dudes. It did not sound great. Like that part the reason why. It sounded like
bend it to make
ass.
the song
Like
sound
they
good.
had this little amp and
Tested it out and it sounded ass. Does not flow the way
yeah,
that
it
great
doesn't
does.
flow. But like that's the first back bar, and then the refrain is like, whoa, $50 guitar from Toledo. Whoa,
Yeah.
$50 guitar and a casino. Because on the way back home, there's that casino right outside of Toledo.
Yeah.
So I bought the guitar for $50. I had $100 in my pocket. On the way back home, we saw the casino. I never been before, so we had to go. Blackjack table with no other soul, and we walked out the door with 75 more. So basically, I came there with $50, ended up with 75 more. So I went to Toledo with $100, came back with a guitar and 125.
That was
So I just wrote
That's
a
a good
song
night.
about that.
And how awesome is it that casino kind of rhymes with Toledo?
Yeah.
I mean,
it works
Right.
out
Yeah,
well.
right.
I mean, it
Oh,
works,
It's
like-
meant
yeah.
to be.
if you play with it, you can make it work for sure.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you always have to play with it. If you want, like, I got kind of pissed off when I heard Nirvana smells like Teen
Yes,
Spirit.
you told me this last
The
Saturday.
lyrics don't make a lick of sense.
Mosquito, my libido. And Chew's like, you know that song? It doesn't make any sense.
They don't.
But it sounds good.
It sounds
And
really
I'm
good.
like, I'm gonna make a song that's lyrically good and sounds good.
There's a lot of songs out there that do both, but there's also a lot that don't. So like,
And like, rock is
Rock has
think
so many
that's coming back.
subgenres.
I'm gonna knock on wood.
No,
I
rock
think
is coming back.
no, okay,
Let's
no.
go.
Rock is coming back. Think about it this way: how many rap artists do you know are turning more towards the pop rock side?
Their lyrics are the same.
And they're
They
adding
don't make
guitars.
sense.
They're adding
Yeah,
guitars
they're
to
adding
rap
guitars.
songs.
Well, I hate to say this, but then again, I'm kind of proud to say this at the same time. I think MGK is doing one of the best out of all the ones that I've heard. I'm not saying he's doing absolutely fantastic, but for going from rap to punk rock, he's doing a good job of keeping like the punk rock name intact.
Yeah. And so the beginning of that song, you heard the things closing, like the train was coming.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Did you hear that?
Yep.
song? At the beginning, I like that's just a drum line. Like there's gonna be a big train whistle, like when the train's coming, and like I'm just trying to pump people up, like this year and like shit like that. Like I just wasn't pumped up. Oh.
Our local festival.
that's what we,
Our local festival.
that's what we called it
I was
last
not
week.
pumped up for the bands.
No, they
They did
suck.
not have that fire under their
didn't.
ass to just
And
Take
they're
a crowd and just.
like
and they're all
breathe
fucking
life.
cover bands, so you know
Right.
what they're
Yeah.
gonna play.
There's
Now-
such an opportunity.
Literally.
Well, I don't know about you guys, but I don't ever look at that as the activities, the events. I always look at that as catching up with the people that I haven't seen in forever.
That's true.
Because I'm sure every single time that I ran into you, I was talking to one of my classmates, wasn't
Yeah.
I? I wasn't hanging around these guys at all. I was, and these guys can attest, and they might hate me for it, but that's how I always view that. It's
No.
it's like we're all drinking here. I
It's
haven't
kinda
seen
what we
these
do as
guys
well.
probably since graduation, or if I have, it's been once or twice. I might as well go wander around, catch up with them, see what's going on.
I mean, I don't think I had a conversation with you two until fucking tonight, really.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's been a while. And I used to always go over to your house. I'd have you over swimming
Yeah.
and like, shit like that. Like,
People-
Brennan, we would go over to his house, and I mean, I didn't know you guys as well, but I mean, I freaking replaced the shit pipe in your backyard. You remember that? one?
Yeah, I do.
I don't.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah. Yes, I
But
did.
we also didn't know each other that well at that point.
Yeah.
So it was, and
But we're so similar with like
everything.
computers and just
Getting in, like I always attest it to this. I am pretty sure I have ADHD, undiagnosed, and I'm pretty sure you probably think the same way.
I feel like a lot of people do. Like a lot of adults just go undiagnosed, and it's a normal thing. It's normaler than people. Same thing with like autism, like slight autism.
Yeah.
Like Tony Snell. I'm allowed to name drop him, right? NBA
Ism?
player.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's
He
famous.
just got diagnosed with
Like
autism.
Milo.
But that's crazy that he had autism all the way throughout his childhood and high school and college and still made it to the NBA. So good for Tony Snell.
no, but there's actually like studies right now going on in a lawsuit that ibuprofen and Tylenol and drugs like that actually are getting linked to a lot of people our generation having ADHD and autism.
Hmm.
And I remember talking to my mom about it, and she said, well, when I was pregnant with all of you guys, they told me all I can have was baby Tylenol. And that was one of the big ones that's linked to it.
Hmm.
So we have a whole generation. That's why TikTok was big. That's why Vine was big, because we have a whole generation of people with ADHD and autism, short-term attention
7 seconds.
span.
Do we want to get deep?
Yeah, let's get deep.
Oh, here we go.
Let's go. Let's dig a
Well, we
hole.
wanna get
Yes.
deep.
Let's
We're-
get deep.
I say go for it.
Go for it.
Wait,
What's
it
our
is-
time cap?
It'll be 2 episodes.
We go until we kind of run out. I mean, normally we.
It is 10
are-
o'clock already.
Facts.
Hey,
mean-
whatevs.
Hey, dude, if you guys want to keep going, I'm fine with keeping
Hey,
going.
I have no problem
Or-
with that. I'm just alerting the
Yeah.
crowd that
Did
Yeah.
somebody say extended podcast?
Cast.
But I guess I don't have to get that deep. But
Get medium,
Hey,
semi
big
deep.
pharma.
the way I learned how to code was through books. Okay? And I got this book called Designing with the Mind in Mind.
Okay.
And it talks about all the little tweaks and tactics you use to basically make your software a drug.
Like
Hmm.
that people get addicted to, you're saying?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I was wondering.
Social
what you-
media is so hard to get off of.
Because it gives you that dopamine that
They
you
do
always
it on
crave.
purpose.
It is a drug.
Yeah.
That's literally, you think of it this way. Most drugs are addictive because it gives you a dopamine kick or some other chemical that is you're either lacking in or don't normally are exposed to, I guess. Because I think, what is it, MDMA literally dumps all of your dopamine reserves into your
Mhm.
brain at once.
Yes.
That is why if it is called the suicide drug, because when you are off your high, you have no dopamine for the next few days. You're building up your dopamine reserve again for like the next month and a half.
It's a physical thing.
It's actually literally dumps all the dopamine your body has stored into your brain at once.
That's wild.
A lot of drugs.
I'm guessing
MDMA.
I'm guessing it's not because like they don't kill themselves because of the drug, but like it's because like they lost all
Because
their dopamine.
it strips
and they
They're
your
just so
brain
it
of-
down.
It literally strips all the dopamine from your body.
All your excitement. It's
All of your like. So, let's say, what do you love to do? Like you wake up in the morning. What's the perfect day for you?
going fishing.
Going fishing. Okay, let's say yesterday you took MDMA. You will get no pleasure out of going fishing
Yeah.
because your body literally has no dopamine to give you for going fishing.
Now
Hence the
picture
suicide.
this. You don't take MDA, but you fish every single day because
You get the
you're
drip.
rich.
You get the dopamine drip.
You're rich
Yeah.
and you can fish every day and it gets boring. famous people, they have a hard time living, having their purpose.
Right, and going out in public, they can't do anything. Like Michael Jordan's last year in the NBA, he couldn't go out of his house to do anything, especially during like the last few games. He couldn't go out. Same thing with Michael Jackson. He always said that he wanted to live in a different body and would like wear a mask.
That's why he
a
changed
thing.
his skin color.
Right.
I actually heard what Michael Jackson would do is that he would pay people to go into grocery stores with him so he would have a normal experience. He would pay
Yes.
them to fuck off,
Right.
act like you're grocery shopping, and just let me grocery shop.
That's what the story was.
Yes.
Right.
No, that's why I've always been big on the I don't want to show my face. I've been lately on the fence about showing face to the internet because, like, granted, we're small now, but let's just say for some reason we beat that percentage. We get past episode 50, and we're ahead of what 99.6, I think, when I did the math last, of people that do podcast just by making it to episode 50. And if we make it to that point, it's not guaranteed, but numbers say we will get bigger. And if we show our face now, who knows if we'll ever be able to actually have a normal life.
Right.
Well,
Well,
There
there's
forever.
the flip side to all of that, and there was a woman who interviewed all the men on their deathbed and what their biggest regrets were before they died. It was that they didn't do what they truly wanted to do.
Yeah, I get that.
And for me, that's worth going, shooting my shot. Not getting off social media. I notice if I have bar practice tonight, I tell myself that I'm not on my phone. I'm not. I have something to do.
See, the major problem for me, and this is why I mainly lead towards the ADHD side, is that if, like, Fridays, I don't work Fridays anymore because I work 410s Monday through Thursday. Friday nights, we go up to our local watering hole every night. I find it hard to do anything on Friday until that point. I have something to do. I can't do anything.
Right. There you have something to do, you have to wait.
Yeah. I have to do something idle. Like, I can watch YouTube, and then I watch YouTube all day without even realizing it and can't get anything done because I can't talk myself into it because I have something to do.
Those are the days I set an alarm and I force myself to do things.
Yeah, I need to probably start doing that. I probably need to get in that 18-minute
I don't know
mindset.
if Alex stuck with it, but I did actually go through at least 2 weeks ago now and actually delete TikTok.
I still don't
Oh
have
yeah, I don't have it.
I'm trying
Yeah,
to.
The only social
one of
media I
the
have
worst.
anymore is Reddit and Twitter.
Yeah.
The only reason I have Twitter is because, like, I like memes. I'm not going to say I don't.
That and Elon Musk as our overlord. But,
Yes.
you know.
Elon.
And he changed the algorithm.
Yeah.
Did
Yeah.
you notice that?
Yes.
Yeah.
And
No,
so-
like all my For You page, just straight Cincinnati sports. It's all it is.
And even if you don't want to have an infinite scroll, because infinite scroll is an infinite dopamine hit,
Mm-hmm.
you can go to follower only.
Yeah.
Remember when
Yeah.
Instagram you could scroll to the bottom of your feed? Do you remember that?
It was
Yes.
just stop.
That was, yeah. Now
you
it
can-
goes.
infinite dopamine hit. It is literally it's in the book.
I found out when they started changing Instagram and it was an infinite scroll. I noticed at that point they put suggested posts
Yes.
or suggested users or whatever. I found myself more and more. I have to get off when I reach. It says that because then I'm through all the people that I actually follow and I actually care about stuff. After that, I'm done, and I could stick to it, and I could just scroll through my friends' stuff. But now I have the problem of going on the. I had the problem of going on the search, and looking at Star Wars memes, and looking at this meme, and just going on a little like rabbit hole hunt.
And why did they not? Why are they not chronological order anymore?
It's something from 3 days ago. Something from
It's
6
it-
minutes
it's
ago.
all hacking
see,
your brain.
I've
It is
noticed that
hacking
too,
the
yeah.
Human brain. It
That
is
is-
in
that
this
is-
book. I would invite anybody to read this book. It talks about how literally how does the mind create muscle memory? When you do two things at once, two neurons are firing. So if I did this every day, there's a neuron here and a neuron here firing. Wherever they cross paths, there is a layer of fat being applied over that neuron path, and therefore insulating that signal. And so it's hard to get rid of that insulation because you have to not do it.
Do it. That makes sense. It's just insane. Like you have. I'm sure you've dug into the science and stuff like that. Like I randomly dig into the science. Like one day I was talking about cybernetics and the potential it has and the cool stuff about it, and these guys are like, but then you can get hacked.
I'd rather not be able to have my body be hacked. That wouldn't be very cool.
That wouldn't be very cash money.
Even the idea of like your car being hacked.
Yeah.
Okay,
sounds
Brady, you're
Terrifying.
Imagine
While
you have a
you're driving
cyber
it.
dick, right? You get your dick hacked.
You're
You're just ejaculating
forever.
all night, or you've got ED life.
The consumers control that. If nobody buys that,
It's
not
never
gonna
gonna
work.
take off.
Exactly. Yeah.
You guys have the power. The consumer has the power. But the consumer, if they don't know they're being manipulated, they are exactly the person that Instagram wants to keep
The
on.
consumer has
Yeah.
the power at Bud Light.
Oh no.
Just saying it. Put it out there. Late in the episode.
And like a lot of people don't even know, like Budweiser, Bud Light.
Blue
I don't know
Moon.
why people don't put that together, but
Well,
Blue Moon is
Bush Light for that matter. They'll
Well,
complain
a lot-
about Bud
a lot of
Light.
people-
Drink Bush.
A lot of
Bush.
people, a lot of people like to throw out the argument that they're pissed off at Bud Light's marketing because Budweiser and Bud Light have different marketing teams.
Right.
yes.
So they're mainly pissed off at Bud Light's marketing team rather than the whole the company as a whole.
Mhm.
So
Kid Rock really didn't care.
Kid Rock was
No.
like, "Yeah, fuck all this."
I've been drinking Budweiser since I've been a junior. You guys have been a sophomore,
Hmm.
and I'm not going to stop drinking my favorite beer because of Bud
Right.
Light's dumbassery.
I had
You know
to
what I
stop.
mean?
My stomach couldn't take it anymore.
Well, no,
Just
and it's
for some reason.
understandable,
You
but
quit
like,
the perfect time.
I went through a phase for some
I
reason where
think-
my stomach just could not.
It's just a phase.
My
man.
stomach did the same thing though. Like
Yeah,
I
that's
used to
right.
I used to drink Bud Light, Budweiser. Now I fucking can't.
Now it's all PBRs.
but
Daddy's Miller Lights.
Daddy's Miller Lights.
so far I've gotten called a tranny 5 times because I was drinking a Budweiser. I'm not even kidding.
I feel like we give it a couple months and it'll just die off.
Well, you know
Maybe.
that rainbow can?
Yeah.
It came out 2 years ago.
But the new guy. Wait, I didn't even hear about the rainbow can until this new guy thing dropped.
Yeah, because no one paid attention to it. But this new guy thing dropped. This new guy dropped, and then all suddenly everybody was hating on the rainbow can. Everybody
I
was
think
hating.
that says more about our culture in that,
Well, we only pay
as a
attention
whole,
to.
it's like, well, yeah, you're gay, whatever. But the fact that they decided that this individual, who was a man dressed as a woman, and in particular loves to dress as a little girl, was a good spokesperson for their company. Yeah,
Dude, just
that
bring
was a
back
very
the
bad
Bud Light
decision.
night. Like,
Very bad decision.
you have the king of beers.
Dilly
you have
dilly.
dilly dilly.
Dilly dilly.
Yeah, that was so cool when it came out. Everybody had the dilly dilly shirt and the
Yeah.
flags, and now they're just all burned.
No, like, think of it this way. Budweiser, which is basically Bud Heavy, is the king of beers. Wouldn't Bud Light be the knight of beers?
The Prince.
Or the prince or something? Yeah, but Prince, I don't know if it's just culture and
It's
society.
not as cool as Night. You're right.
No, it's
the
not.
Dark Night of beers.
Yeah, there
did
you
like
go.
how-
The dark night of
That
beers.
sounds awesome.
I did like how when they tried to change their branding, like the woman that was in charge, I was like, oh, well, we're a frat beer, and we kind of want to change it. You make a shit ton of money as a frat beer.
Yeah.
They've
Like,
lost over $21 billion fucking
do
dollars.
you have any idea how much money those individuals spend on
Yes.
alcohol? For heaven's sake, you want to be a frat beer.
No, Bud Light was still the most top selling beer until I think 2 weeks ago from when it happened. So you got to think of how far ahead they were of everybody
Oh,
else.
very far ahead.
Yeah.
Which is fucking nuts to think of.
I still think, like, it just makes sense, though. In Budweiser still advertises the king of beers, the king of beers. It just makes sense that you'd
I don't
put,
mean, Bud Light never tasted very good anyways.
it didn't, in my opinion, either, but
Tastes
from
like
a,
watered down Budweiser, really.
it's all it is.
Which when you
It's
get
just
down to
li-
it,
it's just a lighter version of it.
yeah, it's all it is.
Which when you get down to it,
Like Diet Coke.
Well, it's just like, have you guys ever had Bush Heavy?
Yeah.
nah.
If you drink a couple Bush Heavies and you go drink a Bush Light, it is literally a watered down Bush Heavy.
Bush Light was much worse.
Bush,
For me,
Bush
than
Light's a
Bud-
lot worse.
Bud
Like
Light.
Bush Light, to me, has like zero flavor to
It's like
it.
water.
I
I
think the
agree with
only
that. That's a beer that I won't drink. I like Coronas. I've been on them lately.
Ooh,
Coronas.
got the Ronas.
Yes.
I can only do
Nice.
a Corona with a lime.
I agree.
They're the number one selling beer in America now.
Nice.
Not just
I thought it was Modelo.
they're the same company.
Okay, so
Okay.
you're okay.
Ah, the Spanish are taking us over again. The Mexicans.
Them drywallers, man. Dude,
Drywallers and roofers, they put them down.
dude.
Also, Texas, the Hispanic population just surpassed the
European.
non-Hispanic.
The white.
Yeah.
Non-Hispanic,
The white
anything
and the
non-Hispanic.
black and all that, probably. I can believe that. But it's insane how these marketing teams think that the loudest person in the crowd is the majority. It's never that way. Because normally, I don't know if you guys are this way. Would you go out of your way to compliment a waitress if they did their job, or leave a review if they did a job? Just like did their job well. Like they didn't do fantastic, they didn't do absolutely terrible.
I would
but
tip them. I'm not going out of my way.
You're not going out of your way, right?
Right.
They piss you off.
You're
You're
going
gonna go out of
Fucking
your way.
bad Yelp review right up in that. Dude.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get on Yelp in a minute.
So if
That
you
bitch
ask,
Ladasha at fucking Buffalo Wild Wings spit in my drink.
so for me, defaultly, like if someone doesn't leave a review, automatic 3-star out of 5. Right? Like you do a great job, you get a 4 or 5. You do a terrible job, you're getting a 2 or a 1. I'll say something if you did an absolutely great job or if you did a terrible job. But if you just did your job and you think you did it really well, but you didn't like go above and beyond, or you didn't do terrible, I'm not going to say anything because you did a good job. I'm going
Right.
to leave a good tip and I'm going to walk out the door. It's the same way with every single market. Just because this loud person over here is complaining, but 95% of your customers aren't saying shit, means they're happy. They're content.
Yeah.
Alrighty, well, we reached the 2-hour mark. Does anybody else want to say anything, or are we kind of all done now?
Is this like a record episode?
No, one of our, I think it was actually the first episode we actually got through, but I screwed up this recording, the Nosferatu
That was the
episode.
Nosferatu episode.
That one went on 3 hours.
Sheesh.
I don't even remember that one.
That was literally like one of our first
That was like
actual recording
I
sessions.
knew like it was one of the first ones, but I don't remember it being 3
that
hours.
was like our
Oh, no.
pilot episode.
Yeah, it was our episode 0 because I freaking screwed it up, but
So, Chew, have you listened to any of the episodes?
I've actually listened to probably half of one.
So, have
'Cause
you
he actually did text me
listened
and
to
said
the
he listened
ending
to
of
it.
any of them?
What?
Have you listened to the ending of any of them?
No, the episode I listened to, Aaron wasn't here, and
it was Baron.
Yeah,
fair.
Good
So you
episode.
picked a great one to listen to.
So we always finish the episode the same way, and it kind of comes from a couple guys from my grade what they did, and I don't know if you'll get the reference when we do it, but you
Well,
can
who'll get the
join
reference?
in.
Oh,
If you don't, we'll
based-
explain it.
Let me say this. When we start this, if you know the reference, you're going to join in and you're just going to go with it, okay?
Oh.
Are you guys ready?
On that note,
Bye. Hey, has anyone seen my lotion?